waiting for Keanu. All I'm doing is waiting for Keanu because I can start.
What are you waiting for Keanu for? Keanu never does anything. You just walk right out of the thing.
Isn't that exciting? Okay, we're going to do it. Whee! 1, 2, and bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing.
Keanu Thompson. Keanu!
This young woman was doing a podcast.
Hello, everyone. Ooh, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me?
It's when shots rang out and she ducked for cover.
The host, a stand-up comic, is wearing glittery devil horns.
One is just so untoward.
That's hard to do. I'm going to create the energy with my dancing. Harry. Oh, holy untoward. Nope. And then I went, okay. When are these two idiots going to stop? I love it. I can't get enough. We can't, Michaeline, look.
Just waiting for this vodka to kick in.
Yay! We! Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Can you see we? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Can you? Tell me now or I'll start screaming. Can you? I still have party voice. Hi, yes, welcome to Keanu Live. Not going to apologize for being late. I'm just not going to do it. You know I'm going to be late. You know I'm going to make the stream, then change it 30 minutes later, and then be a little bit late. That's just what happens. So I'll apologize in 100,000 Kiki bucks to everyone here right now. And 85 million trillion gazillion schmomillion Kiki coins.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So tonight is the recap of Stop It. Sorry. Tonight is the recap of Chrissie Mayr's incredible, incomparable, rabble-rousing good time of a content house. We're very excited to recap it for you. I have behind-the-scenes footage. And I have behind-the-scenes footage, behind-the-scenes photos. I have thoughts on things, and I'm gonna lay it all out there for you. It was a marvelous time we had. I'm depressed that it's over. To be honest with you, I'm quite depressed it's over. And also, I'm gonna because nobody else will probably do it. I'll go ahead and address some hate. A bunch of people I don't even know came out of the woodwork to tell us that we had a bad time, to tell us what happened there. I'll just correct you, as I like to do. You know what? I will bear the burden of correcting you absolute silly little people, you basement dwellers, you subhumans. I'll do it. It brings me great pleasure to do so. So we're going to get into it, okay? We're going to love it. Yay. I'm not depressed. I just miss everyone. It was so much fun. One of the best times I've ever had on stage. Just because, yeah, it was us and all we had the last show. It was like a little reunion. I never worked at Compound Media, but I was a part of them too. And we had Joe Curry and Luby, and it was like a fun reunion of people. We're all such good friends. The Eugenes and the Garretts and Steves. And then I'm gonna tell you, like, I got to know people like Lauren De Laguna, for example, who I love, Scarlett, who I love, Lila, who I've known, but like I got to just like hang out with them as well. MJ Murphy, who I've known forever, but like never got to. It was like summer camp of it was real world summer camp, Jersey Shore comedy hour / romance, Love Island at a resort. It was a Bachelor in Paradise with Chrissie Mayr's Content Hotel. It was everything. It was everything. And all of the fans I got to meet, that I had never known. It was like nice to hang out with them, and the fans that I did know. So we're going to get into it. Araya, of course, Araya. I never got to meet Araya in real life. Oh my God, I don't know how I forgot that. Kill me. Stupid. Yes, I never met Araya in real life before. Lovely, lovely gal. Who else? Matt Mead, of course, hanging out. Well, he's a good friend of ours too. But him connecting with Scarlett.
Connecting?
Yeah, that means two things.
Connecting means hitting the bottom of that. I'm sorry.
I'm still not altogether sure if that's supposed to be said, but we love it. Scarlett was really entertaining. Yes, she was. I know. My God. Everything that happened. So let's get the fuck into it. Grab a White Claw or whatever your beverage is. Grab a cigarette or wherever your oral fixation is and buckle the fuck in. All right. It's a Kiki Live. Yay. Scarlett was adorable. Hi, Saw. Hi, Aunt Wire Clips. Hi, Lisa. I saw Michaeline in here. Oh, and then yes, of course, we're gonna get to some reactions. People are nuts. They're absolutely batshit crazy. Also, yeah, of course, I got hung out with. I told you we like Carl Hamburger and his wife. It was nice to see them too. Got to hang out with Adam Bush, who I was like, I think Adam is really cool. Everyone's like, Gino's like, I don't know about him. I'm like, I want Adam to like me. I didn't force him to like me, but I knew that maybe he would be a chill dude. And he was very cool to hang out with as well. So we're going to get into it. And then we have some reaction videos, which, I mean, everybody's really angry and that wasn't there. And I don't know why. Little old me makes someone angry. God. Oh, wee. Dun, dun. Okay. Where to begin? Where to begin? I'll tell you where we'll begin. Dun, 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 checking the sound. We're checking the sound. We're relighting the cigarette. Gerard. I never met Gerard before. Great comic, great podcaster. Got to hang out with Rich and, of course, Anthony Kumi. I mean, see, there's just too many people to fucking even name. Too many people to even name. So, miserable people hate happy people. They do. It's a them problem. It's a them problem. Yeah, for sure. So, I'm angry I wasn't there. See? Now let's see. Beat is now piping her out. All right, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. La la la, Chris Thompson. Thank you for the $2 because the crazy drunk isn't being honest. Oh, you mean the diagnosed, self-proclaimed sociopath, diagnosed schizophrenic, self-proclaimed sociopath that came to do nothing but just hate on us before, stalk us before, who we were nice to before, who records people, records comedy shows, and then gets too drunk, and then the hotel kicks him out of their own accord, having nothing to do with us. You mean that guy? Oh, poor little tyke. Poor little tyke. Yeah. It's because he didn't have any friends there. It wasn't that type of event. If you go to a hackamania, perhaps, where it's just about hate and things, that's what, or it's about like goofing on, like it's live podcasts apparently where they just like talk about Aaron all day, like, and that's just the world they live in. But it doesn't quite work at a Mayr content hotel weekend. Just wasn't what anyone was there for. So sorry you drove 26 hours from wherever in Colorado to come and get too drunk and be removed by the hotel. I'm sorry you're schizophrenic, and I'm sorry that you creep people out at some point. But it's not our fault. Certainly wasn't, you got yourself removed, darling. You got yourself removed and embarrassed yourself really badly. So, we're sorry about that. But we'll get into that maybe a little bit too. But yeah, people are coming out of the woodwork to hate, which is very odd. So many opinions on what happened at a place they weren't at. What you laughing at, Eugene? What is it? Hello? Hello?
What's up, baby?
Can I help you?
No, I was laughing at this stupid video I popped just. Well, what's up?
Oh, I was wondering. Yeah, I was lying. I was wondering why you were having a moment.
I'll send it to you. You can show it on the thing. It's very funny. It's some woman and a dog. And
No, great. Did you have a fun time at the Content Hotel?
No, I mean, you were banging all these black guys. I was throwing up on myself, and
that happened at the Steel Toe event.
I got that great tweet from Chrissie and Frank, with friends like these, who needs enemies? I'm kidding, I love them, but yeah, it's a great time, dude. And by the way, newsflash: after our show today, Quadfather is now called Quintfather because he's got 5 extremities that are just fucking broken.
Oh, no.
His brain is shot out.
Oh yeah, that man. He's angered.
Like,
Hi, Araya.
I have his number, but he's become so insane. He's like, he called me on a fake number repeatedly. Remember, I answered. He's like, "Wow." I'm like, "I'm sorry that, to quote iRobot, my logic is undeniable." Your dear friend, who, by the way, we've met twice, were incredibly cordial to the first time, drove 26 hours. It was one thing to drive, I guess, 10 hours to Minnesota? I don't even. 26 hours each way. To stand next to fucking anyone else there and act like anyone else there came, because they're a fucking, I won't say the F word on your shoe, an absolute loser. I love you. An absolute dumb loser. And when he goes to Bob, he's like, "Yeah, what are you doing here?" I'm here to heckle Kiki and Gino. Yeah, then you can't go to their show.
Right. And then gets way too fucking
But
wasted.
you guys are what? They're children.
Yeah. So I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll set the record straight. So, and Araya, I was just saying too, I'm so happy to have met you in person, my darling. We had the best time. Everybody was so lovely, except for a mentally ill man that got too drunk and the hotel removed him because he was creeping everyone out, falling asleep on the bar. And then admitted to security that he was here to start some shit with Eugene and I during our show. So we're sorry that that happened to you. You did it though, not us. All right, darlings. Let's see. I'll start with it's so much content.
By the way, the thing I was laughing at, sorry to interrupt you.
What?
I sent it to your Instagram email. I mean, I sent it to your. With the pictures, it's on X. It's a dumb 3-second Instagram video. Not that it matters, but I sent it. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Of what? Oh, thank you.
It's funny. If you want to know.
Gino wants us to watch this.
But it takes bottom one.
What is this?
Yeah, watch. It's 3 seconds. It's like 10 seconds long, not even. And I guarantee you'll laugh. Did it work?
You sent me 2 things.
No, Instagram.
Okay, got it. No, I can't go into my Instagram. I don't know my password. I use Instagram, Keanu C. Thompson, but sorry, it's okay. It's all right, darling. Stupid. Oh, okay. We'll just go through the pictures. I'll explain them and videos. All right, buckle the fuck in. Bum 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 bing 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 bing. Where it all began. Should we start with the Toga story? I don't even know. My gosh, there's so much. So we'll do a smattering of everything. Oh, and then I definitely want to bring up a clip from Carl today. We got to see. Okay, here's a cute picture. Few pictures. This is night 1. Night 1. La 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 la. Bing 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 bing. Bing 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 bing. La 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 la. La la. Nope. Bum bum ba-dum. I have to go to my I always forget this. I have to go to my drive. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. This is I think dinner night 1. Look at them go. Recent Anthony, this gentleman, is this Mikey Cuffs? Eugene, I think this is Mikey Cuffs.
Mikey Cuffs is in the front, yeah.
Right there. And then there's our 2 friends of Anthony. They were very sweet. Mikey Cuffs had an odd, here's a little behind the scenes. So I spent the day with Lauren De Laguna. Is this dinner the first night? God, I'm trying to remember. Yes, this is dinner the first night. And then everybody gets, drunk, hangs out, blah, blah, blah. And Mikey Cuffs and Lauren had a moment. Lauren got locked out of her hotel room somehow. She ended up in a room with Mikey Cuffs, and she was like, he was giving her sweet kisses on the forehead. She was like, what the fuck are you doing? Which I love to hear about at the pool. And because it was me and Lauren at the pool. It was early. Like a lot of things hadn't happened. Like the live stream didn't start yet. So I don't, as to not waste a droplet of sunlight. I got there. I would think I was there at like what, 10:30, 11. And then I just see Lauren walking up, and my God, the boobs and the booty on her and the bod. She's so sassy. She understood the assignment. Lauren De Laguna, follow her everywhere if you don't. And I'm like, what happened last night? She's like, I got locked out of my hotel. He's like, I have another bed. Come sleep in here. And he didn't do anything untoward. He just kissed her on the forehead a bunch of times. Which is sort of odd, but she's a good sport. They were laughing about it, and I went, and then I knocked on their door later even, and I'm like, do you know that you drunkenly were kissing her on the forehead? He was like, no. I'm like, you don't even, okay. Off to a good start. Oh my God. Here we are. First dinner. I am still and was a bit tan. A bit tan. This is Lauren De Laguna, not her, not there. This is Lauren De Laguna at the pool the next day. So it's basically now some other people had begun to arrive, but basically we were there. She left. She came back. This is just some other lady, but this was not a planned event. This was the pool just had karaoke at the pool. It had nothing to do with Content Hotel. Lauren's like, I mean, and it was sort of a quiet vibe. Like one old lady got up and sang, people from Content Hotel were sort of filtering in. This is probably, I don't know, maybe noon. Lauren's like, I have to sing. I like big butts and I cannot lie. What's the song called? You other one can't deny. And a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and around thing in your face. And I just got to hand it to her because she gave so many of these people erections. Or at least this old man. This lady's just trying to read, but I thought it was great. This man is walking up like, oh my God, this is the love of my life. He is erect for sure. Woo! And she's so fucking confident. Look at her. Like, I mean, this is day one. The stream hasn't even fucking started yet. Nothing. I just like, I gotta hand it to her. I'm just like, what on earth? She understood the assignment. She definitely did. Then there's this one other man here. This isn't even a part of the content yet. And she's up there in a bikini, just ready to go. I love it. You're erect. You're her only fan, Keanu? No, I mean, do people not like her? I like her a lot. Well, her and I had a fun time together for sure. And I think love was in the air. She may have had a very fun time with someone else as well. So, woo! Look at her go. I could never. Number one, I don't have like great boobs like that. Number two, I don't know. I just couldn't do it. She just wanted to do it. And I love that about her. Look at her go. I thought that was cute. That was a little behind the scenes you haven't seen. Now we have what? Go away. Bing, 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 bing. So yeah, there was a lot of karaoke. Lots of karaoke going on. These may be a bit out of order, but here's the pictures I sent myself that I felt were no one had seen yet. I'll just go through them. Here you go. Here's me and lovely Jenny Jingles. This was after the comedy show, the one I was on with Gino, Anthony, and Chrissie and Luby and Joe Curry. Dearest Jenny Jingles. I really do like her. Look, and we're both wearing denim. Denim is in. We love denim. We love a denim jacket moment. I don't have to do anything to say about that. On the subject of, okay, yeah, and see, some people watched. Okay, there were fights that happened, sort of, that I didn't even like. I can only see so much. It was a 48-hour live stream, so people have different opinions of different people. But yes. Okay, now this. All right, we're very out of order. Here's Scarlett. Now, Scarlett was our across the suite. It was me and Gino in the primary bedroom, right? Then a beautiful living room, and then another bedroom with two beds where our roomies Scarlett, who I never met in person before, and Lila, who I've spent a lot of time with, who I love, were staying as well. So we had like a suite, a conjoined room. This is the last night after she sang. It's a song that I don't know, but it goes like this. I have a video of it, a pretty good one. It's I wanna be a dog. And it was so iconic. But Scarlett, after she sang her song, she never got off the ground after that. Now here's Garrett and Steve. I like Steve and Garrett's like, I'll do some bunny ears for this photo. I have a wife. Steve's like, this is not normal. Okay. But you know what I love about Scarlett? I think that sometimes like this probably wasn't even the most bizarre part of her day. Like we don't even factor into her day. She is who she is, and we love that about Scarlett. We love it. Good for you, Scar. And actually, what's in her mouth? I think it's a cork. Yeah, it's a cork. I have no idea. Wait. Yeah, it's a cork to something. It's not a cigar. But look at them. Very cute. Very cute indeed. What do we have next? Oh, okay, here. Cute. This is we all signed all of the posters. Adorable. Okay, here's fun. Here's behind the scenes. This is day 3 at 3 a.m. There's Scarlett. There's our friend Gerard. That would be Lauren de Laguna draped over his shoulders. I look over, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but they were having fun. I'm like, I really truly have no fucking idea what's happening here. But this is at 3:00 in the morning. We were waiting to stream again. Then the computer needed to be less heated up. So I think that's what happened there. And then Lauren and I think I told you love was in the air. Lauren and Gerard were really hitting it off because the next night I did see them snuggling during karaoke. So I know, isn't that weird? Also, yeah, you can't do it. I guess I am sort of like if I see something, I must take a photo of it. I don't think Lauren would mind. There's dearest. There's good Sean. Good night, mister. We got Scar here. And this isn't even shocking to them. Look at him go. Lauren was on Gerard's lap. Yes. But this is the night before. So maybe he was just collecting her to take her back to her room. But I do love the confidence. Very cool. I love that one. Look at him. He's like, this is nothing. I got it. I got you, girl. Love was in the air. Love was in the air. How cute. And it had been so long. Okay, so this is like day 3:00 in the morning, I think. Okay. Can I Mr. and Scarlett? This doesn't even phase them at this point. Well, nothing phases Scarlett. But here's a lovely fan of ours. This is at a dinner. Maybe now someone's getting like, oh, she's smiling. She's having a good time. Scarlett's like, this is so cute. Oh, this was at the dinner before the show on Saturday night. Carl, Jenny Jingles. Look, we can all get along. We liked Carl. We had some, we can be okay. More on that later. But no, it's good to hang out with Carl and Jenny and Adam. They were fine. And we liked them a lot. We knew them. But I liked Adam a lot. Karaoke after party. This was a very iconic moment. Lots of people thought it was stupid, but it was iconic. I love the comments here. Actually, this is the one that I posted. Because I just screenshot it and I noticed the comments on the live stream. Shake It. We were singing. First of all, okay, I'll explain. Garrett, I was not planning to sing. I didn't go, hey, Garrett, let's go sing Taylor Swift. Then Garrett gets up there and he goes, he hasn't even gotten up there. He's Keanu, Luby. He was screaming, get up here. You know how he goes, pull it up. We're like, what are we singing? He's like, you'll know it. And I do know that he loves Taylor Swift. But I love that I posted this picture and the comments are, shake it off the stage. She's a nightmare. She tells us here, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. Shut it down. Oh my God. I didn't think it could get worse. So fine. You didn't like our rendition, but it was really good. People didn't like my outfit. How dare you? How dare you? What are we going to do? Look, what this is what karaoke is. Also, my rendition of Green Day was a hit. I don't care what anybody says. And my rendition of Biscuits was also a hit. So I know, didn't they? They had a lot of fun. It was fun. Anthony's was probably the best footage of it, but by the next morning he deleted it, probably because he was recording it or live streaming it, making comments on everyone. Like Jimmy would walk up, he's like, this fucking guy never gets lost. Why does every impression I do sound like Flying Baby Kiki? I don't know. Araya, you're gorgeous in person. This is fun. No one knows Biscuits. Keanu, I know. Well, Garrett and Steve and Eugene know Biscuits because it's Eugene loves Casey Musgraves, and it's just my go-to. I was thinking of doing more, but like you also, I don't want to like get up there 80 million times. Garrett forced me to get up there a time I didn't want to, so I did a total of 3 songs. But this is what I'm saying. People hate seeing people have fun, don't they? They really do. They really do. Though here's Eugene at the show, at which he absolutely fucking murdered. Eugene, you were on fucking fire. My God. I know you, but I know what do you mean? Why wouldn't you be? But you headlined, and I heard people go like, people are like snooty and odd. Anthony's not headlining or whatever. Anthony admits he's like, I'm not a comic. Like, it's not. But Gino just had them. And also Anthony was fucking hilarious too. My God. He killed. They murdered. Right. But no, that was definitely the fullest show. It was so much fucking fun. And Gino was when we were debriefing with a few of the fans and Chrissie and everybody the morning. So that was the last night. One of the fans said, oh, lovely guy. Oh my God. He said, he did say, so the quote is, because he had never seen Gino do stand-up. And he was like, I just saw, Artie Lang and him, go back and forth. So I assumed he wasn't funny, but I've never seen somebody like hit after hit after hit, just knock it out of the fucking park like that, which is a very, very nice compliment. And no, Gino was on fucking fire. No, it was in person. The guy was there. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. There's Anthony doing his thing. Anthony again. There's Gino and Bob fan of Patrice. Now this is a pool day. This is pool day number 2. Bob fan of Patrice, great fan of ours, turned friend. He is, I mean, every time I turned around, not that I don't love hard AF seltzer. He had a 6-pack of White Claw for me. We love Bob. So good. Eugene again. Oh, Joe Curry. Okay. Now this is and I'm going to go to some videos now. This is the WATP live event. And this is my outfit for the Toga night. Now this turned into it. Well, we had fun, but online it was very triggering for everyone, I think. And there was a lot of hatred over there. Yeah, me and Eugene. That's another thing. Eugene and I. People don't like when we are people that like are watching us, like when they don't leave their basements or anything, they just live online. They don't like when we're affectionate and like that we actually like love each other and that we're not miserable. What do you want me to do? It was kind of unbelievable to see. I mean, every once in a while I would check Twitter and go like, what is going on? Why? So we'll get into that right now. How about that? But yeah, no, people don't like that Eugene and I. Well, people that know us, fans that came out, they like that we're like affectionate and sweet. I don't understand what the problem is with that. So we'll start here. Want to see the first shocking bit of drama that I saw, other than, well, and then we'll go back to the Toga story. Let's go here. Bum, 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 bing, bing. Dee dee doo dee dee dee. Da da da. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. So I post, and of course did I give you a am I giving you a an out of order recap? Yes, I fucking am, because I'm Kiki, and that's my prerogative to do so. So this I thought was kind of fucking, it's just so unbelievable to me that I just gotta show you. I go ahead and I post this adorable photo of us during the I think second day of the content hotel. It's a photo from the streaming room Bob Fan and Patrice took. And I thought, oh, cute. Let me post that. Very innocent, very adorable. I'm sorry, my husband and I are in love.
Ew, gross.
I don't know. That's just how we are. It just is. I don't know. Like, we don't. I'm not saying that we're like, that we don't bicker, but like we like enjoy each other's fucking company. What the hell? So comments are nice, comments are nice, comments are nice, and then I'm like, and I wasn't sitting around looking at them, but then like when I was decompressing, I don't know at what, maybe 5 a.m. because I was streaming, living my life, having fun at the content hotel, Chrissie Mayr's content hotel. Highly recommended. Sorry if you sit in your basements and just hate on everything, but it's a very adorable photo. I didn't think that this would be the start of, like, it wasn't even the start, but like it was the start of some weird backlash, you know? Araya says love is evil. Yeah, you're so evil. So then I'm like perusing. I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone's being so nice, blah, blah, blah. Dun, 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 dun. Then it says, oh, look, nice people. Keanu and Jean are my hall pass. Mostly Jean, though. Ha 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 ha. So not gross, y'all rock. Because my caption was, we're gross, we know. We love a Chrissie Mayr's content hotel kiss moment. People are being nice. And then I start to see, so nice, 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 nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then I start to see some meaner comments. And then it says show probable spam, which I will. Mint daily. Okay. And I went, this kid, see this little thing over here, this paragraph over here. this is a woman, and I couldn't even believe I had her on my show before. I mean, I don't pay attention to what she's doing. I had her on my show. She's got big boobs and OnlyFans, and she reviews movies. And other than that, I don't really. And she's self-proclaimed autistic or whatever. But I mean, I don't interact with her anymore. I just hadn't thought about it. This paragraph gets me. This is how I can tell y'all are unhappy. I wish I could even, I don't even know how to do an impression of her. This is how I can tell y'all, I'll try. This is how I can tell y'all are unhappy. Posting a picture of y'all being gay together. First of all, that's very homophobic. Number one. Number two, it's me and my husband, y'all being gay together while dealing with the backlash so you can get a dopamine offset. The being made a dopamine. Wait, I have to finish this diatribe of a quote. Yeah. Well, let me finish it and then you can say. Okay, is this a good impression of her? This is how I can tell y'all are unhappy. Posting a picture of y'all being gay together while dealing with the backlash, no period. Girl. So you can get dopamine to offset the being made fun of. Number one, we don't care if freaks like you are making fun of us. We're having fun. And also, you're a freak. I don't even know. I barely know you. Thank you for coming on my show. I barely know you. We're being made fun of by whom? Whom? You are super fake people. And let me tell you, it is super embarrassing that you couldn't make it on OnlyFans. That's literally where unemployable women make a living. Now, let me ask you something. You have an OnlyFans, you autistic twat. You autistic fucking twat. You say you're autistic. You have huge boobs and you're weird, okay? What? And by the way, I was never going to do OnlyFans forever, but I certainly made a very good amount of money on it. I didn't want to be just an OnlyFans fucking autistic thought like you, bitch, okay? So fucking rack me, all right? I've had enough. I don't care if you're mentally ill. Enough. Like, this is a you issue, not a me issue. You crawl out of the woodwork to grift off of me. Where the fuck did that come from? Where does the anger come from? Anyone that knows me, ask one person other than, another mentally ill person that was at the entire content hotel, if they had ever met me, or whether they'd met me or whether they haven't, if I'm not a warm, kind, loving, nice, charming person who's good to everybody and treats everybody like a fucking friend, you and your weird boobs can shut the fuck up. You have an OnlyFans. You stop. Just stop. It was something I did for a while. I just didn't want to do it anymore. Yes, it makes people money, but it's not what I'm doing anymore. I was nice to you about your fucking OnlyFans and your, I don't know, retard movie reviews or whatever you call it. I haven't interacted with you in 2 years? And you come here to leave this bizarre comment. It has a lot of likes, by the way, because that many people are angry about Gino and I kissing. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I ain't the one, bitch. Stop. It is so fucking pathetic. It's pathetic. I don't know. I know nothing about you other than your weird movie reviews because you don't know anything about movies, and then somebody tells you to watch one, and then you have an OnlyFans, which is where according to you, unemployable women make a living. You're mentally ill. I liked you. I was nice to you. What the fuck is that? Came out of nowhere. Yeah. I don't know anything. I don't know what crew you roll in. I don't know like what your like basement dwelling, like sort of subhuman I don't know, little posse is, but you're all fucking miserable and sinister. Blow me. This is a cute picture. I didn't mean to trigger you. All right, Sage? I mean Mint. Whatever fucking thing you're going to go by. Jesus. On. It's wild. It's wild. Thank you, Deranged Lunatic, for the $1.99. Please bring back Thursday Night Live. It was a hoot. I sure will. Bacchanal Thursdays? Well, here's a Bacchanal Monday. 1 million Kiki bucks to everybody here right now. How about that? How about that? There we go. Sorry. I hate when that happens. Sorry, that happens sometimes. Thank you, push-ups. Thank you, mommy. What was the last thing you heard? El Muto. That happens every once in a while. Muted, no sound. 1256. D mutes. Kiki. Oh, the Kiki Bucks took my voice out. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I'll say it again. I just don't know. Whatever her I this was just, it put a smile on my face because I'm reading it going, you have to just be like inserting yourself or like trying to cause a muck, little, oregano, okay? Whatever you're doing, little thyme, little mint julep, I don't know, but you just said in there, I know nothing of you other than when I had you on my show. We talked about your little movie reviews or whatever, which we were very nice about. I mean, I couldn't have been fucking nicer and genuine. And you do seem a little slow, okay? You do. You seem a bit slow. which is why you probably, I don't know. Is that why you say you are literally unemployable in this message? Like in this comment? You have an OnlyFans. I know nothing of you. It was shocking. It was shocking. I'm sorry that Eugene and I kissing and having fun triggers you. You have great boobs, but you're dead from the neck up, obviously. I'm sorry, Time Mint. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I don't know what to tell you. This is I know you're admittedly autistic, so I almost feel bad. But the vitriol is wild. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You got big old boobs and your brain is malfunctioning. But that's okay. Keep on. I don't know what you subhumans do. I don't know what your crew is. I keep seeing like a clip here or there, everyone's screaming. Like it's very upsetting. Yeah, it didn't. Good question. The only question, you must be doing something right if this fucking idiot wants to, like, I guess, grift off of me. It makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. So, sorry. But you seem very slow. So that might make you very happy in your life. Although this comment would suggest otherwise. So, sorry, Minty. Sorry. Sorry, Miss Time. You're slow as molasses. Mint Julep, ladies and gentlemen. We wish her well. We wish her well. Yeah, that was a very odd comment. But I told you, I don't give a fuck. I could ignore it. But what the fuck? Why? Why shall I? What are the other ones? Couldn't make it on OnlyFans. Loved it. I already explained that. Savage. And then she says this. Let's see. She says, I'm tired of seeing these fake ass bitches be fake ass bitches. What do you know of me? I had you on my show one time. And I thought you were like a little stupid, but nice. And I was nice to you. It came out of fucking left field. Oh, Minty. Go mint salad. Chico, toss a mint salad. How about that? How about that, Mint Julep? All right. All right. Is there a clip? I know she's not really even talking in the clip. Again, slow. I saw a clip of a fat man screaming, and maybe we'll save it for later. I couldn't even watch it. I don't even know who they are. I have no idea who these people are. And they're like, wait till you see what happens. We're like, what did we do? Kiss? And post a picture of it at Chrissie Mayr's Content Hotel. We're sorry. Oh, you need to calm down, eat some fruit or something. I don't know what it is. Very mental, very mental. So, la. Enough of that. Just thought that was like sort of like a so if you think if that was going on, that was the most severe sort of comment I saw about it. People that actually just aren't there. Fake ass bitches being fake ass bitches. Okay. Have another one, Julep. My God. Where the hell did that come from? Miserable. But that was just like a taste. Yeah, that we would get like just looking at the comments, they're wild. Especially when we got home. It's like people got angrier and angrier and angrier. Angrier and angrier and angrier. Wild, isn't it? I would ignore it, but it's too much fun to not. Every once in a while, it's all right to put people in their place, which is nowhere. Grift away, minty julep. Okay, let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Next thing is this. Everyone was up in arms about this. So this was fun. The second night at dinner, the girls and Cecil, they go, well, actually, first, before that, let's as a palate cleanser. I love this video so much. Right when we get there, there's deer here, okay? They walk right up to us. I meant to show you on my first stream with it. I did live from the Content Hotel. Like just before the live stream even started, I just did a little thing. And everybody's been talking about this, like, this place was so magical that I'm not an idiot. I've seen a deer before, but they walked right up to us. Meanwhile, Eugene is speech to texting. Angrily. I love this video. This is right when we get there. Right. Oh, people loved this too. I'll go back to that. Hang on.
I love it.
Chris Abel, thank you for the $1.99. Dog Pumper Saul is watching. Yeah. That's great. He's another one that is quite frightening. Yeah. But that's okay. Hi, Rob. Enjoy. Oh, deer. There's deer. Look at the deers. Oh, deer. There's deer. Look at the deers. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Hello, little deers. Oh, it's beautiful. Are you here for the Content Hotel? Trot, 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 trot. It's the wilderness. Are those your babies?
And when he starts preaching,
Whee! Don't speech to text. There's deer.
Piece of fucking useless shit.
Oh my goodness. And if you listen to him closely, Gene is like, you piece of shit, you stupid idiot piece of shit. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to be like, these deer are close to us. They were really fucking close to us. He's like, listen, you stupid piece of shit. You know Gene. You know him. You can't stop Gene. When he's in the middle of a speech to text.
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
That's what he does. He gets a little, when he's on a speech to text shit mission, there's no stopping him, not even for the deer. So he missed all the lovely deer except for one moment of it, which I love. Whee!
Said that.
Hello, darling. Hi. Hi. Oh my gosh. Gino, look how close they are. You're still speaking. Hello, baby. Hello, gorgeous. He's still going. Hello, are those your babies? Hello, baby. Shut the fuck up.
I love it.
I told you. He presses then and goes, oh, I love it. I'm like, they were right here. I was like freaking Snow White. He's like, and remember that, you dumb piece of shit. I'm like, look. Oh, I love it. Stupid.
Bing, bing, boom.
He's it's just who he is. So, but we saw other deer. They're used to people there, as Araya said. I know. It's so stupid. I know, I loved it. I thought I was like, oh my God, this is like right when we fucking got there. Right when we got there. There was one other thing. I just remembered this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bear with me. Bear with me, would you? Would you just? I just don't know how to find this person. Do dee 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 doo dee da na 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 bum bum bing 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 bing. About 1,000 notifications. Is it worth this going this far back, Kiki? I don't know, but let's see if I can get to it quickly. La 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 la. Oh shit! I mean, there's millions. Bum 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 bum. Again, this is at the beginning of the content hotel. Very beginning. So I just thought. Come on. Bum 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 bum. This is one I just thought of, so that I found wildly entertaining, but it's so long ago. Oh my God, there's no way. There's no way. Damn it. Nothing. I just went back like 1,000. I mean, there's just too much. It's too much content. There's no way I can get back to it. But that's okay. Back to this one. This what, Gene? Cut that pot out. This was okay. So I wear this outfit to. It was Toga night. At the Villa Roma, they have a I guess a Caesar's night. There's like a freaking Julius Caesar on a Segway that comes up to tables and things. Okay. So Chrissie, Cecil, myself, Juju, who we love. Oh my God, I forgot to mention them. So fucking fun hanging out with. Cecil has the like most gorgeous fucking girlfriend. So smart, great singing voice, very lovely lady. And it was so fun hanging out with Cecil too. They were in togas. Mary Jane was in a toga. Myself and Chrissie. And it was, I said, Chrissie, I'm like, will this be so stupid? So like inappropriate? She was like, no, it'll be fine. So I'm like, I don't wear a stupid like bath sheet. But at least I committed to the bit. So I walked to man, many inches. Kiki True. R. Saul and Carmax are dating. Rob Saul and Carmax. I would, you know what? Definitely not Carm, but you know what? Even if Rob Saul were gay, I don't know if he is. I think he's sort of just a loner, live alone, die alone. So I don't think so. But It may be a woman or a man if he ever finds anyone. So, but Carm is with Felicia. So, but thank you. Your toga was dynamite. I know. I thought it was cool. And then I was taking a selfie. This is right where it happened. I walked out, and then a couple of older people walked up to me and they said, Miss, excuse me, Miss. And I was like, yes. They went, where's the restroom? They thought I worked there. All right. So I'm walking. So now I'm like, I'll show you. Okay. I'll show you. Like, well, I mean, what am I supposed to say? What am I going to say? No, I don't work here. I'm like, oh, I'll show you. So I walk with them to the bathroom. I mean, it's like all the way through the dining room. Like, and it's huge in there through the dining room. And I have, this thing on, but it wasn't that scandalous. Okay. I have tights on. Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter would wear something like that on a stage. Okay. It was just a fucking costume. I was leaning into it. But on the walk there, yes, there were a bunch of older people there with like big tables. Like this is like the most hopping night in the dining room. Then I do see heads turning. And since I am walking people to the bathroom, I think they do think that I work there. So on the way back, I run into Chrissie Mayr's boobs, I believe, at dinner with somebody else. And I was talking to them. I'm like, I think these fucking people think I work here. And then all of a sudden I get summoned to one table. Will you take a picture with my husband? I'm like, sure. And then it's another table. And they're like, come here, sweetie, take a picture with us. Would you take a picture with us? It was wildfire. It was because I was in a ridiculous outfit. So I don't know. I should have brought a tip bucket. I took pictures with maybe 20 people on the way back. And then people asked me back, well, my husband wants a picture with you. No, my husband wants a picture with you. I think it was. And Gino just said it was so cute. I was having a blast doing it. I'm like, fuck, who cares? Like, this is hilarious. So then after a while, Chrissie, cutest thing, all the old men. No, it was adorable. But people have to fucking shit on that too. So I'm like, yeah, you want to pick? It's like, fine. I'm like, how's I saw you at the Fall of Rome. They're like, oh. And also I was like promoting the comedy shows. They're asking me like all this stuff. I'm like, okay, that's cute. Then Chrissie was live streaming the dinner. Like, yes, and it's very choppy because we're doing a 48-hour live stream, right? Not every single place is gonna have the best like Wi-Fi. So it's a little bit choppy, but I saw a clip where they're like, Keanu is groped by an old man. Like, grow up. Stop. It was a fun situation. It wasn't like he was like, yeah, you could sit he kissed me on the cheek and I went, oh my God, I have a husband. Grow up. Like, are you serious? You're serious. Do you think I was groped? He kissed me on the cheek. There was nothing uncomfortable about it. Like, stop. All right. Like, just grow the fuck up. Chris Abels, thank you for the $4.99. Okay, great. Rob talking scoop. Send him link. Put him in his place. He knows he can beat you in a battle of wits. He knows he can't beat you in a battle of wits. Oh, God. He's going to still bring up Jason Scoop. Wonderful. That's great. That man has nothing. He's too beneath me to even go ahead. Keep talking about it. The man broke my wrist, Rob. All right. Just get over it. Man of many inches. Thank you for the $2. Saul telling the story. You blew him and Gino slapped and watch him. It makes no sense. And I'm not even good. I have no idea what that means, but thank you for the $2 Canadian. Yes. So then they're playing clips. they're doing a clip of me being groped by an old man. You know who already has a thumbnail about it, and it's in their description. They're your favorite.
I worked on it with my hands.
I worked on it with my hands. They're like, that's what they're saying that all the old men did to me. No, it was cute. It was funny. It was fun. This is not an inappropriate outfit. I wasn't groped. Gino's not pimping me out. Shut up. Grow up. Get a life. We've been caught, Eugene. Right. Stupid. Like, stop. You have to stop. Mint Julep. Rob Blah. Whoever the fuck else. God, Quad. Roll outside. I told you this today. Roll outside. Take a deep breath, darling. Take a deep breath. Jesus Christ. These girls.
I'm not pissed, Keanu.
I've been having a great day. This has been very interesting.
I think they're live tomorrow. I can't wait. They're live tomorrow. I'll show you. Yeah, they have a whole theory on what happened because they were there. No, they weren't. They don't leave their fucking, boxes of Franzia. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Let's just look. I have to show you this because they made it with their hands.
I worked on it with my hands.
They haven't even. I'm so excited to cover them after they're done tomorrow that I have to show you the description of it. Wait, tomorrow is. No, I think they're doing it Wednesday. So I'm still so excited. So wait, I got to show you. I have to show you. See, I read this today because these are my favorite women to shit on. It's just too funny. Because they get it wrong and they're so silly. And they felt so left out through this whole thing. And they're like, yep, so it says. Yep, there it goes. So it says this. This is their thumbnail. Everybody go watch their show. You get in their chat and you tell them that I told you this is not what happened. Content circus because you were there, you freaks. But I make a cute clown. Peep the devil horns. Love it.
I worked on it with my hands.
I'm putting that clown on a t-shirt, Haley, and you can't stop me. Can I put that clown on a t-shirt? You don't mind, do you? She's a bitch. She's just a bitch.
I'm not pissed, Keanu.
I've been having a great day. This has been very interesting.
Already, this is what it says. It says, Chrissie Mayr's content hotel wrap up. Gino Bisconti soft doxes Schizo Sean. Shut up. Ugh. Keanu C. Thompson gets groped by random old man while rocking a Roman tunic with an internet connection out of 1991. This is not true. Schizo Sean, despite being a VIP ticket holder, he tried to sneak in at first, by the way. You didn't know that, did you? He is schizophrenic. Okay. Gets searched. Searched, blacked out on Captain Morgan, and was escorted out by the hotel. Nothing to do with us. So there you go. You don't even need to do your live stream anymore. I just covered it for you, girls. He got himself thrown out of the hotel for being a blackout, belligerent drunk and creeping people out. He admitted to security that he was going to sit in a specific place for the show. This one, the one with me and Eugene and Chrissie and Anthony and Luby and Joe Curry, and start some shit with me and Gino. And he was escorted out and they made him leave and never come back. So you already know what happened.
I mean, the best
And I wasn't groped by an old man.
the best part, and I think this is what broke.
I don't know if they can hear you, but so speak up. Go ahead.
I think this is what broke Quadfather is literally that.
Quadfather.
It's like we said it. You go, I did the math. It's 14 hours to Minnesota and it's 26, so it's 40. It's 80 hours. He traveled 80 hours.
Yeah.
To see me and you twice in a room full of our fans, where he was the only hater.
Mhm.
That's borderline criminal behavior.
I told them. I said it's creepy that he's here. He drove to Minnesota. No, right. He drove to Minnesota to do nothing, but even when asked to stop filming, keeps filming, takes creepy pictures of me so he can impress who? Patty Fatty Melty.
And there were no other haters there.
There was no one hating there.
Drive with a friend.
No, by
alone.
himself. He probably wore a diaper.
Listen to this statement. I know you know, but let everyone listen. He drove alone 14 hours each way to a place full of our fans to spy on us, and then still didn't learn his lesson because he's so pathetic and broken from the internet that he did it a second time, and he drove 26 hours, nearly twice as far each way to a room full, I'll say it again, not to Hackamania, where pathetic, sad people hate on each other.
Right.
And they use toxicity, which is making to a place loaded with our fans. Loaded with our fans, 26 hours each way. And when he got there, he's so stupid. He's so broken. He's so typical of the entire toxic Dabbleverse that he literally went up to a random fan who just all he had to say is, hey, what are you here for? And he assumed that a room full of people that went all that way to hang out with their fans
Who also didn't like us. So he told him that.
They went, and he's like, yeah, I'm here to shit on Kiki and Gino or whatever.
I'm gonna sit right there, and then I'm gonna start some shit with Gino and Keanu when they get on stage.
There was no one else there that agreed with him, but he's so stupid. He's so broken. And this is what broke Quadfather. He's like, no, you're assholes. Quad, take the L. You picked the wrong time. They're like, well, they slipped him the Mickey. No, he had no one to talk to.
They are broken, and they keep saying like somebody drugged him. We weren't even paying attention. We're like, we didn't even know. Like, we were all outside smoking. I look in the window. I'm like, look at this idiot.
We were all outside enjoying cigars with the gentleman from Jefferson City Cigars or Jeffersonville Cigars. That's why there was no sound on it. We're like, look at this guy.
Yes,
because,
he said that.
He had nothing to do but sit at the bar and drink alone.
Right.
Because no one wanted to talk to him. Carl couldn't even talk to him if he wanted to because he made things so awkward by being a sad, delusional piece of shit.
Yeah, I know. Not Carl, just the guy. Yeah.
No, but like he's like, oh, I'm Carl's fan. Carl said hi to him.
And then he was like, okay, go away.
Like,
yeah.
I don't even think he said go away. All I know
is not go away, but
he
was busy.
Not feel like, what am I doing with
this
guy?
It's not
You're embarrassing us.
It's not Hackamania where people go to fucking hate. It just wasn't the venue to like fucking start some shit. That's just not what it was. So then he tells that fan, my plan is what I'm gonna do is go to the show on Saturday, sit right there, start some shit when Gino and Keanu are on stage. So when of course, when I first see him there, I walk up to him. I'm like, "What's up, douchebag? What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Because you just fucking stalked us and we're weird in Minnesota. Of course, I'm allowed to say that to you. And then you're a bitch, you're a bitch, you're a bitch, and then it's like, okay, all right. I'm like, all right, well. I don't think Dave Lando wants you recording him, bro. Like, all right. So, but then even after all that, no one threw him out that was a part of us. Security had him removed. The hotel removed him. Yes. And there was other security there as well. But then even just, it was enough that the other fan said, yeah, he said he was coming. He told me flat out. When I asked him what he was doing here, he said, I'm going to go to the show Saturday, sit right there and fuck with Gino and Keanu.
And I'll tell
and
you.
that wasn't, and then he got belligerently drunk, fell asleep, fucking was stumbling around, fidgeting, like seething, like fucking foaming at the mouth practically. And he said he started a fight with somebody. So yeah. And I only got just a little bit of that. I'm sorry I didn't was living my life, wasn't paying that much attention to what he was doing. But Jesus.
And the other funny part is, it's like, they're like, oh, and he poked at me? No.
You didn't poking him.
But the thing is, he wants to act like, oh, everyone's fine. No, but trust me, a friend of mine who's fucking hardcore white trash said, I wish I was there. I would have beat the shit out of him. And he would have. He would have beat the shit out of him because, again,
and I
he's just a regular dude without a lot of money. He would have beat him fucking senseless. And I'm not going to lie to you. I would have been like, don't do that while I was enjoying watching him get the shit beat out of him.
Oh, and don't.
They're so, and it would be doing him a favor. Because, again, how stupid is this guy? I can't stress enough. Drove 80 total hours to see us twice in person. And yet is trying to impress people that hate so much. He thinks it's normal. He wasted 80 hours of his life to get so drunk. Because I think, in his defense, I think it dawned on him when he was getting hammered at the bar. It's like, I just wasted even more time. And Melton keeps on tagging himself from. Did you ever see the first Happy Gilmore? When
Sure.
Shooter McGavin gets that big monster to fuck with Happy, you know, and then he fucks it up. He crashed the car, and Shooter McGavin wants nothing to do with him. That's P-Melt now. He created Schizo Sean TV, or as I like to call him, Sad Sean Low T. He created this fucking idiot, and now whenever he's tagged, like, take me out of this. Too late, Melton, you fat fuck. And one last thing.
He did do it.
I did exactly what I said I was going to do. More to come. No one got doxxed, and we could not wait to show that sad video of a man that's like,
it's funny. It's awful.
And no one cared.
And you know what? And because I felt so protected because I fucking went to security and then we had other security there as well. I said, this guy creeps me out. I can't. It's actually, I'm a chick, okay? I'm going to tell you something. I'm a fucking chick. I don't know what this guy's going to fucking do. He already came to Minnesota to send pictures of the event to Patrick Melton, a man that has fucking posted nude photos of me, has stalked and harassed. I'm sorry. He stalked and harassed Aaron. He has. He's creepy. He said, Patrick Melton has said violent. Yes. He has said violent fucking shit about me, creepy, insane, violent shit. And he recorded the whole thing, took pictures to impress his daddy, Patrick Melton. And all of a sudden, he drives, not all of a sudden, it took him 26 hours from Colorado to show up here. It ain't that kind of fucking, it was creepy that you did it in Minnesota. Now, it's really fucking creepy that you came to fucking the Catskills. So, of course, I'm going to fucking say something. It creeps me out. And then, yeah, he did it. He did himself over. It's like, yeah, you're a fucking nuisance. You're creeping everyone out. You're too wasted because you don't know what to do with yourself. You're a diagnosed schizophrenic and admitted sociopath, I think I heard you say, who also admitted to, I want to come to the Saturday show and fuck with Gino and Keanu. Literally said it. Literally said it because and assumed that like somebody would agree with him. Sorry. I'm a fucking chick. I'm allowed to say when something fucking creeps me out. And you, Schizo Sean, I feel like fucking insane even saying that. When you go by Schizo Sean, you creep me out. And a lot of other fucking people. Okay? And you tried to sneak in, by the way. That's what I was told. So I don't think you had tickets for months. But I don't know if you say you did. They said that you tried to. So that's what I was told. You're an embarrassment. And I hope it was worth the drive.
Hey, we're in Boca this weekend.
And we're in Boca this weekend.
Sorry.
So, girlfriends, tomorrow, I mean, good on you, girlfriends. Good on you, the pretty antisocial ladies.
I worked on it with my hands.
So, imagine who you have on your team there. There you go. We don't do teams. We just know what's right. So, I worked on it with my hands.
I went like this. Ah! I'm serious.
So, sorry, everybody. Yeah, so right. And then we weren't even paying attention because we're like, yeah, no, Chrissie and Frank had nothing to do with him being removed. The hotel removed him. They said, you cannot come back here. Okay. And that video just says it. Do I need to shall I show the video again? For context, I'll show it to you because why not? So we understand that I wasn't groped. It was just a cute little experience. And like, look, if you look at the chat, everybody says it was adorable. It was just a funny, we love a costumey sight gag. I wasn't groped. You guys are ridiculous. Grow up. All right.
And by the way, I would have loved to have him thrown out, but there was no reason to. We got to
right.
Up. It's like, please. It's like it didn't even occur to me to have him thrown out.
He got himself thrown out.
Yeah.
That wasn't even mentioned. It's like I'm telling you, this guy's creepy. Right. That's it.
Jesus Christ.
That's it.
Like he should have wished we got him thrown out
before he made a fool of himself.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't get you thrown out. If we got you thrown out, why were you there watching Dave? I saw him watching Dave. He doesn't talk about that. Dave was amazing.
Dave was
You're
amazing.
welcome. And then you felt so stupid because no one wanted to talk to you. What was he waiting for? I'll tell you what he was waiting for. He had no place to stay. He
didn't have a place to stay. Yeah.
My guess. Otherwise, why wouldn't you just go to your hotel room and fucking start tweeting or something? Why would you hang out with absolutely no one that liked you?
So then we look over and they're like, he's just a fucking mess. And security's already by him. Like, okay, we've had enough of this. And by the way, I took the fucking sound out. They're like, oh my God, the theories on that are hilarious. I took the sound out because fans are talking amongst us. Okay? Not about him. I was going, where's my bunny hat? I'm a loser. I'm a stalker. But also fans are also talking. And I mean, not even about him. It was just they were in the midst of a conversation. And I don't want whatever. It had nothing to do with anything. Just in case a fan didn't want their voice recorded. So there's your theory on why I took the sound out. Okay. God damn. You guys, Jesus Christ. So cute though. Is it worth showing again? I guess I'll show it. I don't even know where to find it. What did I put it under?
Just so fucking laughable.
It is quite laughable. Replies. Did I even, because I wasn't even gonna, you guys know what the video I'm talking about is, don't you? La 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 bing bing. Sorry, too much social media for me to even go through because we were having so much fun. Kiki coins. Oh yeah, there he is. You got yourself kicked out. Yikes. Yeah, you guys know what this is. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, I mean, I guess it bears playing again. This is Schizo Sean, the man that stalked us in Minnesota. And we were nice to until, yeah, it's like you're here to be a fucking troll. Record the thing when he even asked not to and report back to Patrick Melton, who posts nude pictures of me and has said violent things about me and also says very disturbing things about not only Aaron Imholt's underage daughter, but stalks Aaron Imholt as well, in my opinion. So yeah, you wonder why you're sitting there alone, buddy. You got too drunk and then they removed you. So there's the video.
He probably burned a week of his vacation time doing it too. Is that what he's saying? That's hilarious.
You think he has a job?
He must.
Well, I mean, and look how, I mean, all right, security's here. They're like, all right, sir, it's time to get the fuck out of here. He had already fallen asleep and he said he got into a fight with somebody, which I'm sure he fucking did. He said it on a stream because of course, look what he does. He goes on fucking other streams and now he's so fucking wasted. They don't even know what to do. And no, there's no sound because we were amongst fans who maybe don't want their voices or their conversations being heard. And also, I wish I could play the audio because I was doing a very cool impression of him. But I'm not going to do it because don't want to be rude to people that maybe don't want their voices out there. So yeah, there he is, stumbling around.
By the way, if the sound was on, you wouldn't have heard anything because I was laughing like a maniac.
You were laughing at.
Like, did I not say, Steve? This is so, I couldn't write a better script. He's so sad and pathetic and alone. He got that drunk because no one wants to talk to him. He went to a room of people. He drove 26 hours to a get together, but he's so broken. He's like, don't people get together to hate on people? No, dummy. You fucking idiot.
No, I woke up in the morning and they were like, Keanu, yeah, they dragged his ass out of here. Yeah.
He must have thought that. Why does everyone here like everyone here?
Yeah, why is everybody here like everyone here?
Why do they bond over liking people when we bond over hating people? We're smart. You're a fucking sad fucking nobody. And I'll say it again. J-Mo, don't quit your day job. That really pissed him off.
Oh, God.
Whatever your fucking pathetic day job is, just sit in your car and shit on 8 people you never heard about like you know things. You fucking loser.
He's a disgruntled Kevin Brennan former fan.
Oh, my God.
He's a no one.
No, you don't know anything about the people I've hung out with.
But yeah, look at him.
Fucking loser.
But if you look at him, we're nowhere near him. We hadn't even seen him for, I don't know. We were just sitting out there enjoying ourselves, much like we had been doing the entire time. He doesn't understand that. Then he falls asleep. And then security's like, you have to get out of here. You've been acting up. You're creeping people out. And now he's stumbling around. And I look over him like, oh, what's it like to be recorded when you don't want to be? Schizo, Shawnee Poo? Huh? You like that? Is that sad for you? I'm like, holy shit, look at them. He's flailing around. And I was going, where's my bunny hat? I have my bunny hat somewhere here. You lost it. You lost it. Right.
Like, it was a prop. Everything. He wore sunglasses and a bar and a hat. No one will know why. We know you are. He thinks he's a spy. He's a douche.
He's a douche. Yeah. And
it's a sad fucking statement on society.
And look, he can barely.
Other than a sad loser who drove 80 hours each way.
80 hours, yeah.
To hang out with people that were all having a good time. And he's like, no, I'm the cool dude. Because I'm going to film it.
Look at him. He can barely stand. And he can barely fucking stand. None of us were fucking like that. Yeah, you know. Maybe when Gerard picked up Lauren, maybe then, but maybe Scarlett, but she likes to be on the ground. But this is what it is. This is a sad man by himself thinking that he could come here and just fucking like, I don't know. There would be other people here that didn't like us. It ain't what it's about, darling. Sorry. Yeah.
Look at that super chat.
Thank you, In Water. Thank you for the $1.99. He'd have been welcomed if he'd have been cool, but he wasn't. We had already experienced a time with him, and then nobody got him kicked out but himself. He got himself kicked out. That's it.
And you know what's proof of that, honey? He was welcomed the first time he drove 14 hours each way.
Yeah.
When we thought he was cool.
We were nice.
Before he got us good. Honey.
He sure got us good.
And
yeah.
He sent the tape to Melton, who again's like, I know nothing about the guy. You got the tape from him.
Right.
And you loved it. And by the way, that tape's really come back and haunted all of us, hasn't it?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so haunted. And you want to know what else is funny? What the hell was I going to say? I don't know what else is funny. Yes, we're so haunted by that tape. God, I had a good point. Can't remember. It's all right though. So, you know, I hope it was worth all the gas money you paid to come and be a sad, pathetic, bumbling around loser. You got yourself removed, man. That was the venue's choice. That was the hotel's fucking choice. So, I mean, it is sad. It's sad. It's almost hard for me to watch. I mean, I was laughing at the time when I looked up and I went, oh, wow, what's going on here? But, yeah, bro. Sorry. So, oh, no, that's what I was going to say. Well, you know what? You know what you have to look forward to, Schizo Sean? You have to look forward to, since you sent all that footage and the bizarre pictures you took of us at Steel Toes event. Patrick Melton has awarded you with free Hackamania tickets for life. So there you go. There's your payment for stalking us. So enjoy the next free Hackamanias. There you go. It's a really fun time for you. Pathetic. So pathetic. So yes, him, you can, you know what? Take Time Salad with you. She might have a fun time if she ever leaves her house. I guess you got to hand it to him for leaving his house every once in a while to stalk and harass people. I don't know. So there you go. There you go, ladies and gents. All right, let's go to another thing. So, no, I was not groped by an old man. Gino's not pimping me out. It was nothing but fun. You groped me twice.
Thanks for the props.
Love was in the air. Love was in the air. So,
I love productive nights like this.
It is pretty productive.
No, I got you.
Thank you for everyone for hanging out with me. Oh, it's only been an hour and 43 minutes. Shall we go to... Okay. Well, Carl and Adam, who I really did enjoy hanging out with. I didn't hang out with Carl too much. He was busy. But his lovely wife. Okay, we hung out with them a little bit. We hung out with. I guess we did. Yeah.
Football, and we were commiserating over the
Yeah.
Colts and Chargers.
Lest you think we have a bad relationship with Carl Hamburger of WATP. All right. Yes. If he's allowed to fucking say whatever the fuck he wants, I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want as well. And he does not like Kevy Brenny. He definitely does not like Kevy Brenny. And he takes that a little too seriously, I think. You know?
Michaeline.
But I am not about inheriting other people's grudges. And Carl he came to our show. He said on his show today, God and was his chat very upset that he said that I was great on the show and that Gino was also great on the show. And then Adam said, well, we'll play a little bit of it. But I enjoyed hanging out with Adam. I enjoyed hanging out with everyone. It was fun. It was just fun. Okay. But I gotta play a little bit of this. So there was one thing that I found funny. So I'll kind of preface this with Carl's own clip today. I sent it to myself. So let's go. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bing 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 bing. Here we go. Oh my God. Chris Thompson, I just got that picture. Yep. Yeesh. I don't think I can show that. That's, yes, definitely slow. All right, watch this because I actually have to pee. Quick break. Watch this. Watch this. Since we did karaoke, watch Eugene knock Joe Curry down at Chrissie's wedding. And then we'll show more karaoke clips but first we got to talk about the little WATP thing because I know you're all wondering what happened between Carl and Kiki and Gino and Adam and Kiki and WATP and Gino and what was going on and how did their live podcast go? Well, I am here to tell you because I was there. Okay, watch this. This is the first time Gino knocked Joe Curry down. The first and only time.
One more. Birth control, Ho Chi Minh.
Richard Nixon back again, Moonshot, Woodstock, Watergate, punk rock, Reagan, Palestine, terror on the air. Ayatollahs in Iran, Russians in Afghanistan, Wheel of Fortune, Sally Ride, heavy metal suicide, foreign death, homicide,
Stop the music.
Start the fire.
I'm back. It's me. All right, let's see. I peed as fast as I could, but that video goes down in history. All right, darlings. So, have I missed anything? No, I don't think I have. He would have been welcome. You've been cool. That's very poignant. Absolutely. All right. So WATP. If you don't know them, it's Carl Hamburger and a lot of times Adam's on there. They have been to Hackamania. That's what they do. I mean, Carl, I suppose, which he is a friend of ours. I had it wasn't exactly a problem with him, but it's like if you're my friend when, fat fuck onion man is saying shit over and over and over and over again, you'd think he'd go, all right, maybe you could stop that. It's getting a little bit uncomfortable, but no, he doesn't. So I reserve the right to on Kevin Brennan's show. Yeah, of course I read a text message because it was funny. It wasn't like personal information. It was like, I think that Kevin Brennan convinced you that I did something wrong to you, and he says I have club feet, and calls my wife my mom and all stuff, because it was a stupid, silly text message to send to us, and he doesn't care about what he says, and we like Carl, and we like Carl, we like his wife a lot. I had a good time with the both of them. I had a good time with Adam Bush. I was excited to meet Adam Bush. He's sort of liberal like me. So I know it's not like in that sort of universe. At least I think he's sort of liberal. Just seemed like a cool guy. So I wanted to kind of pick the brain of, I suppose. And he was lovely. Just lovely. So, this is them talking about it today. A little bit. I guess they're going to do a full recap, but they did talk about it a bit. And I have 23:18 is the time to go to, which we will. This is supposed to be about Stuttering John. Also, they're with, oh my God, the funniest man alive. They're with Shuley. La 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 la. And Adam's there. Okay, let's go. Join in. Bum bum bing bing.
Why would he ever want to do something like this? Because some people who don't just stream alone to the camera want something more and have some kind of social element to this. And I know he doesn't understand that, but it does exist.
Can we talk about my poker buddy, Rich Voss, my good friend and poker friend?
Maybe I missed something I wanted to say.
Dave Landau, people that gig regularly, they understand. what a gig is. They've done a couple of them. So it's not like, why would he ever want to do something like this? Because some people who don't just stream alone to the camera want something more and have some kind of social element to this. And I know he doesn't understand that, but it does exist.
Can we talk about my...
I know. Sorry to go back. I don't know who he was talking about, but...
A vacation away from your kid means you bring the kid with you. That's how that works.
Of course.
Wow,
But I digress.
I just want to state for the record, Mayr, send me the link. I will trash these two like it's nobody's business.
I don't know what he said before, so I don't know how much he was backpedaling, but
Oh, they're talking about, I guess, sorry, again, it was so many fucking opinions by so many people. Mersh was like, you know, Chrissie wasn't even staying at the hotel, which is not fucking true. No, there's a regular hotel and then there's villas, and then they live at the fucking, like, not live, but they have a fucking, that's where the in-laws have a thing. So it's all a part of, yeah. And she has a child. It's all a part of Villa Roma. God. And also,
who were dealing with a child in Schizo Sean. How stupid.
it's wild. It's wild. And it's like, oh my God, well, because she wasn't staying in an Airbnb, you freaks. Okay. So, okay. Right. Well, I mean, but it just wasn't. It's just not true. Okay. Sorry. I had to catch up. It's been a long day. Here we go.
one that I watched seemed like fairly calm. Like he didn't seem like he was really going after you guys that much.
He got hurt. In the second one, he's genuinely hurt and confused.
Yeah, I heard it. Carl goes, Mersh is a fucking loser. And Mersh was like, what did I do? I'm a team Mersh on. I don't know what he did.
As someone who doesn't do live shows ever, like Mersh, has no interest in them and doesn't understand why anyone would, this whole thing's a mystery to him. But for people like Shuli, Rich Voss, Anthony Cumia, Dave Landau, people that gig regularly.
Shuli. Wait, he does DabbleCon. It's another thing. This is where I'm going to say, too. Well, I saw Shuli. I've actually been on show. I've been on a stand-up show with Shuli. And I've seen him before I even did stand-up, and people were like, we're bored by your stand-up. He's like, okay, again, you guys want to talk about stern stuff, I guess, right? And then they're like, yay, right. Shuli's not my favorite dude. I don't know. I think he's sort of grimy. They gig. DabbleCon. Okay. We'll see.
They understand what a gig is. They've done a couple of them. So it's not like, why would he ever want to do something like this? Because some people who don't just stream alone to the camera want something more and have some kind of social element to this. And I know he doesn't understand that, but it does exist.
Can we talk about my poker buddy, Rich Voss, my good friend and poker Fred, Rich Voss? I've seen him do stand-up a few times. Whenever he's in town, I usually go check him out. And this set that he did at Chrissie Bear's
Carl. Okay. Now I bring this up because Carl right now is going to like really gas up Rich Voss. Okay. And again, love you, Carl. All right. Love your wife. We had the best time. Okay. But this has context. All right. So there you go.
At that hotel was by far the best thing I've seen him do. And I'm talking about his entire line of work. He demolished the place. He took out everyone in his.
I don't know. Just funny. Nothing. Okay. Never mind.
He killed. Every time I see him at Skankfest, he killed.
Yes,
like, he's genuinely a great comic.
Rich Voss, absolutely. He was on Friday night. He was fucking, I mean, incredible. Obviously,
as always,
right, as he always is. He absolutely is. Carl, I think, is a little bit, which Rich Voss is always fucking incredible, right? We ate dinner with him even like a bunch of times. We were just on a show with him. He is a comedy fucking legend and very nice man. Okay. I think Carl's a little bit nervous here because I'm not going to sit around and shit on the WATP show. Okay. I'm going to tell you why he's saying this. I think he's saying this because I think Carl had a little bit of a misstep, which I will explain. And it's concerning Rich Voss and his live podcast, the WATP live podcast. And I don't think it. I know it. But I don't know. And of course, Rich Voss was fucking absolutely hysterical. But this seems like a little like, okay, let's see.
He was fantastic.
He was.
He's Mensa on stage. He's an idiot off stage, but he's one of the funniest human beings out there and can destroy.
I did hear too. I mean, people were talking about it for days. Just him. I mean, so he's right about that, of course.
Any room, but according to Steel Toe, you dropped the ball with Rich Voss. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh no, I didn't. What does Steel Toe say?
Well, there.
Okay. So I'll tell you the story. Let's see what they say.
There's a clip in.
I can't get caught up.
Chat.
I'm watching Bills games. I don't have time for all this nonsense. What did Steel Toe say?
He basically said that you rushed him off the panel when you could have kept him to goof on Steel Toe, but instead you threw him off to which you made a mistake. You should have kept Rich Voss on.
Okay.
You had a great booking and you insulted Rich Voss. Rich Voss looked as if he was insulted.
Can I tell you, I haven't heard Aaron saying, but from what you're saying, I speak Steel Toe well enough now to make this guess. I think Aaron's saying Rich Voss would have demolished Carl for making fun of Aaron. Like Voss gets comedy, so a mind like that would have sat there and gone, I don't know why you're making fun of this guy. He's very funny.
Okay, I'm gonna make fun of all of these fucking men right now. Okay. And I did see, should we pull up the Steel Toe clip? And then I will set the record straight. I was there. Should we play the Steel Toe clip? I'll shit on Steel Toe a little bit too here. How about that? Won't that make everyone happy? And then we have way more of that. Hang on. Not way more, but I'm not gonna shit on him, but I think it's this clip. Let's see. Do bing 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 bing. Damn, I don't even know which one it is. I hate that they know and I don't. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to bother with this right now because it's not that relevant. Okay. But yes, Steel Toe was talking about this. Okay, go ahead. Bum, 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 bum.
I think part of that's true. I think he's hoping that Voss puts Aaron on his radar, and maybe Aaron could invite Voss on the Steel Toe program.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Don't you I just like how they just surmise things. I never just sit around and just surmise like that's what was in someone's head. I know they know better. Just saying. It's a very odd way to live. Anyway.
So, right, because this is all real life and we all take sides and have
right, yeah, of course. So
it's very odd.
I'll tell you the real story of what happened is that Anthony Cumia was asked to be at this gala in New York City on Friday night that President Trump might be attending. It was for WABC. And of course, Anthony was supposed to be on who are these podcasts on Friday night. So Chrissie felt bad about this and said, "Do you want me to ask Rich if he'll come on WATP?" And I said, "Sure." And Rich's response was, "It depends on how I do on the golf course that day." And my response to Chrissie was, "Tell Rich to go fuck himself. We'll be fine." And that's why Rich came onto the show. And I was like, "Nope, don't even fucking get up here, man." He sat down. We had a little back and forth, and I told him to get the fuck out of there.
I can tell, Carl doesn't want to talk about this because I'm not going to sit here and shit on their event. Okay. I'm not, it was fine for what it was, but this is not, and I'll tell you it wasn't a text conversation. So I'll paraphrase because I saw Carl in person, which I like hanging out with Carl. He's fine. I like him. I love his wife. And I like Adam. Oh God. I got scared. I threw my phone. I like Adam, and I flipped the chair. No, I like them. So yes, let's see. Okay.
And it was all fun. It was all good.
Aaron hasn't had a guest on his show since the Depression. Has he ever had a guest on his show? He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right.
Well, all right. So this is what they do. Their MO is, their big money thing is to shit on Aaron. You know Aaron Imholt. Friend of ours. Beg, shake, shake, shake. Where is he? Come on, Aaron. Where are you? Where are you?
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, beg.
So, okay, I went to the WATP live podcast. It was the only podcast. So it was the Dave Landau show with Lila Hart and Mary Jane Murphy. Amazing. Dave Landau, holy fuck. You know what? I didn't know much about Dave Landau. I really enjoyed even getting to know him, streaming with him for a short while too. What a funny, and I mean I know him, but I guess I just didn't realize what an interesting man he is. And how funny he is. I hate to say it, but he is absolutely hysterical. And then I hate to say that I didn't know how I didn't know. I just wasn't aware. It was kind of before my time hanging out at Compound, I guess. So I just have run into him, but I never really saw him. Oh, and the stories the man has. Yeah, I don't hate to say he's funny. I hate to say that I wasn't aware. The next night, Rich Voss. Obviously, I mean, people were, dying laughing. He's like, I love going to a place. You got to walk, a mile to the venue. So, I heard, and I didn't get to see hardly any of it because I think I was taking the streaming shift at that point. And Lila Hart is always great. And who opened? Yeah, that was a Lila Hart night. So then golf. So Anthony was supposed to be on Carl of WATP's, this Carl right here, his live podcast, which was happening at 2:30 in the afternoon. And again, now this is day 3. Everyone's exhausted. This is a 2:30 p.m. event. And what Carl does, what he doesn't, maybe what would hit at Hackamania might not be the funnest thing at an event where people don't know or care about Aaron Imholt. Or they might know Stuttering John, but do they really even care to sit and watch Stuttering John? Probably not. So, and then Anthony Cumia was supposed to be on the live podcast, but he had to go do a radio event. So before he had to leave, come back, Chrissie goes on the show with him. Also, she doesn't really even watch any of this shit. She doesn't watch anything about Aaron. She doesn't watch anything about Stuttering John. Literally none of it. So, and then Chrissie goes, yeah, Rich, why don't you come on? And I guess Rich was golfing with Carl the morning before. Like it was like an event. I don't think they live streamed it or anything. Who else were you golfing with, Gino?
Rocky Fantazzi and
Right.
Joe and Kumia's brother Joe.
And Kumia's brother Joe, also such a nice man. So obviously, like, take a joke, Carl. He's just kidding when I'll see if I can do it. Let me see how tired I am from golfing. So when I was there, so of course I'm going to go and support Carl, even the WATP event. But I'm like, is he going to go and like try and tell all of these people that probably don't give a shit about Aaron Imholt? That's exactly what he did. That is exactly what he did. And he had clips and clips. And he had to have been like nervous, out of his element a little bit, because then Kumia can't show up. Not show up. Kumia isn't available to come. So now it's like, and then he's pissed off that I guess Voss said, well, if I'm not tired from golfing, which is obviously, that's just how he is. So I go to the event, of course. I'm a fantastic sport, by the way. He posted, let's play a little bit of it. Okay, here, how about this? I'm a fantastic sport. I was not there to troll. I was there to support them. Like, I like to shit on Aaron sometimes with the best of them, as long as, a stalker or something, isn't there, then fine. Let's take a look. He posted a clip of it, I believe. What, Eugene?
Oh no.
And by no means did it go badly at all. But again, this is called Aaron Caught Lying About Reddit. All right. So this is very cut down from I guess I would call I think it was they might have done an hour and a half of a podcast. Not that. You go away. You come here. This one. Nope. This one. Right. So again, this is a place where I just don't think the Chrissie Mayr Content Hotel, I don't think really that Aaron Imholt material really plays. Okay. Stuttering John, that might have gone over a little bit better, but he's talking about Rich Voss because something funny did happen there, kind of. All right. So
About the toe. Chrissie had to chase clout that doesn't exist anymore.
Nice,
so that's a
Aaron.
win for the toe. And she had to join the hate Aaron bandwagon. Otherwise,
meanwhile, and I'll say this too. So they're doing this in front of a live audience, right? Chrissie has no fucking idea what any of this is. And some of that Aaron said too, it was like, I'm like, God damn, Aaron, whatever. Jesus, why would you say such a thing? Not true. Like, because Chrissie truly has no idea. So he thinks he can do Aaron Imholt content. Chrissie's just getting there, taking off her jacket.
she couldn't get access to any clout, which, by the way, hugely fucking backfired on her. And that is, to me, that's just karmic justice, karmic X justice.
All right. Chrissie, why are you chasing this clout? What's wrong with you?
And the crowd goes wild on Aaron's thing. Like people in the audience were even confused. It's like, what's Aaron talking about? Chrissie's confused. Carl's trying to hold it together because they're here for this event that people aren't in this fucking world, I don't think. By no means did it go badly, but it was a little confusing to people. They get to a part, and I'm still sitting in the audience. When does Rich
With
get
that-
there, though?
You have to let people know.
Let people know, like, by the way, normally I'm full of shit.
I have to be honest, one thing our audience is really good at is they really
Australia, the Blind Mike Project.
One of the guys.
flashback shit.
Okay.
Is this a Willie?
This is a clip. Okay, too. And Chrissie's doing a pretty good job here because without knowing anything about any of this, which Carl expects people to know. But they're like, what are we watching? Who is this? What's happening? Chrissie does a pretty good job. And then, yeah, it's like, what's going on here? Not saying it was a bad podcast. People were laughing, but might not have been the exact correct thing. And yes, if Kumio were there, it would have been all the more, it would have been way funnier, right? Which is why it's very confusing that when Rich Voss comes up, he was shooed away, sort of. So let's see. And I did not timestamp this, but they just posted this today. I can't remember.
And they bring him in for questioning. And
Rich.
God.
Rich.
Up in Sunny Farms.
I'm going to say hi because I'm a big fan.
Oh, there we go.
You're not on the show, Rich. Rich, one guy all day about the subreddit going away. So apparently that is fodder for a show. But he always likes to say, oh, you're spending all your time on a subreddit. Like, people who get made fun of on the internet think that the internet's like one guy. And they're just spending all, it's like, no, there's actually thousands of people. They all spend a few minutes. And it adds up. It seems like one guy all day, but it's actually like a bunch of people who are doing.
So now Rich Voss is going to come through. I sat there, I watched it. He's going to come through the audience. And people are like, yay! And then it just is kind of awkward. I don't know, because he shoos him away.
Yeah. And this whole idea that Moody mapped it out.
Moody.
You were about it.
Because,
You're not on the
yeah, Carl, I got to shit on you a little bit. I just heard that. I don't know. I didn't hear it then. Moody. These people don't know who Moody is. Carl. He said Moody mapped it out. Oh. This is the dumbest thing you could have done, okay? I'm not saying it was a failure. I'm saying this ain't the place to do this. You got to know your audience, I think. Like, I'm he just said Moody as if they know Steel Toe. Do you think that they know Moody? Carl.
You do yourself a disservice by talking about Moody. Moody's beneath Carl, but they're so caught up on hating people. They're like, no, Moody's really good. Moody's a stupid piece of shit.
Chrissie has no fucking idea. Chrissie does a great job here. She comes in like, okay, makes jokes in a situation where she doesn't even know what the fuck they're talking about, doesn't think about Aaron. No one really in the audience does. This is a very, like, maybe this would have played at Hackamania, but he literally mentions Moody. Now Rich Voss is about to, Moody, who the fuck is Moody? Yeah. Now Rich Voss is about to walk in and do the man a favor. And because Carl doesn't want to veer off from his clips and his show that he planned, he shoos him away, which I found very odd. But I was a very good sport here, Carl. I really was. I stayed, and then I have a little more information for y'all, which is kind of funny. But
show, Rich. Rich, don't even think about it. I was invited. You were not invited. Chrissie does not represent me or the show. 1 minute. All right, have a seat. Rich Voss, everybody.
Carl. I'm doing this, Carl, because you okay, I'm going to tell you something. You think that this was like worse than it was. I don't even think that not the Rich Voss thing. That was the biggest farce of it. But I don't know. You bring up Moody. People don't know who Moody is. That's odd. They may know who Steel Toe is. Chrissie certainly ain't paying attention, and she did a great job of this. But I gotta he goes, don't you think about it, Rich Voss, one of the most legendary comedians. Like, don't you think about it, Rich. I have more clips to play about Aaron Imholt. Beg, 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 shake, 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 Aaron Imholt. Don't you know about Moody? Don't you know about April? Rich is like, And then you can hear Rich Voss go, and I'm sitting here going, what is he doing? He goes, I was invited. No, don't you think about it. Oh, God, kill me, kill me.
Think about it. Don't make fun of him. He literally goes to Kiwi Farms. Moody mapped it out. Rich, don't even fucking think about it.
Oh. You know what we all thought about at Chrissie Mayr's Content Hotel?
What's that, hon?
Not Kiwi Farms.
You don't have to know something is to think about them.
Kiwi Farms. Is that, I mean, honestly, thank God Rich interrupted it. It's like, yeah. And maybe Anthony would have known more about this. But then Rich Voss comes walking in. I was sitting right there. See, who the hell is Moody? Exactly. Right. He's kind of cringe. It's okay. It wasn't a failure. It's good.
You're not
but this is odd. Yeah, for sure.
Show, Rich. Rich, don't even think about it. And all this time making fun of him. He literally goes to Kiwi Farms. Moody mapped it out. Rich, don't even fucking think about it. You're not on the show, Rich. Rich, don't even think about it.
I was invited.
You were not invited. Chrissie does not represent me or the show.
1 minute.
All right, have a seat. Rich Voss, everybody.
At her event, Carl.
That mic works right there too, buddy.
What's that?
That mic works right there if you want to use that.
Listen, I'm not staying. I'm not going to say who asked me to do this, all right? Because when they ask me, I go, look, this is really below me, but I'm trying to kill time before the big show tonight.
Sure.
And I thought you were upstairs, so I rushed over here. I went upstairs, and I didn't see you, and I'm sitting talking to one of these fucking jamokes, and they go, the podcast is downstairs. So I just wanted to come and say hi because I'm a big fan of this podcast. That's all.
I appreciate that. We're a huge fan of your wife, as I told you last night when we were playing cards, and I always have her ready on my board.
It's boring as shit. What is this garbage? How do they have a podcast? This is bullshit.
She was funnier in a drop than you've been here live.
Good point, Adam.
Adam, oh my God. And I even missed this. Watching this back is fucking, oh God. They still have just Aaron up there. Listen, here's the thing. And I was thinking this when this happened. I went, fuck your fucking clips of Steel Toe. Rich Voss is here. Make it funny. And then what did Adam just say that was funnier than like the drop of your wife was funnier than anything you just said? He was only here for 30 seconds before he was shooed away. This was
Listen, I'm a Jew, but you can't get any Jewier than this guy.
Oh, I'm aware.
He is the reason there's anti-Semitism. Okay,
I couldn't see you because I was blinded by the science.
It's the Star of David, stupid. Anyhow, since I sat here, all of a sudden now I'm pro-Palestinian.
I'm with you. I know. I wasn't either before. Now I am too.
But I have some literature I'd just like to discuss with you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyhow, listen, you talk about my wife. We're separated.
No, she's available.
No, I'm just practicing. Anyhow, I'm going to leave. I came to say hi. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to invade. I thought for some reason I was on this, and let me tell you.
Yeah, because
I'll send you my avails.
Okay. Sounds good, buddy.
Because I would love to do this, and I also would like to walk through Lebanon holding a Torah. Go fuck yourself.
The great Rich Voss, everybody. Give it up for him. Thank you for showing up, Rich.
So, Carl, I gotta tell you, that was a very awkward interaction. Rich made it very funny. But after this, what people don't know is, so we'll go back to the Carl clip now. And yes, it's fine, Carl, or whatever. I'm not saying in any sense that your live podcast was a disgrace or anything like that. What I'm saying is, and I told you this in person, veer off of your clips. you made Rich feel like kind of uncomfortable. So after this, Chrissie and I step out, and Rich walks up to us and he says, I don't think he goes, I've never ever felt I'm so unwelcome. I've never walked onto a podcast before where they went, no, but we have these things to get to or whatever. It was such a misstep. And I think, Carl, I just have to tell you, I think you're in the very that you're in that world. I mean, do you know, am I wrong? I mean, you're in that world. Like, this is Hackamania world that you're in, where you think that people here give a fuck about steel toe. Chrissie doesn't know what really you're talking about. She did a great job. Very nice of her to go on. I mean, people may know Stuttering John. I think that's what the rest of the program was about. But veer off. Rich Voss came on, and it was going to be like, let's hang out. Let's be funny. Let's do something. And you're like, don't you fucking dare. Then he was uncomfortable and then left. And I get that Carl is probably that type A personality. Like, no, but I have this program to go through. But dude, for him to come up to me and Chrissie be like, never in my life have I walked into a podcast. Can you imagine? It would, okay, if he walked into, if Rich Voss walked into, I don't know, one of the Legion of Skanks shows, do you think they go, Rich, don't you fucking dare? No, they wouldn't. If he waltzed into Compound one day while Anthony was on, or while Gino was on, or fucking anybody, or while Chrissie was on, do you think that they would go, Rich, don't you fucking dare? And then he made a point to say it. I'm not making it up. He did say it. I did talk to Carl about it later. And I went like, dude, I think you were just a little out of your element, because I know that you're doing this a lot. You're thinking that everybody's in that world where they give a fuck about Aaron. But I stayed there. I was a good sport. I chimed in. I mean, you know what? You would have been better. You should have invited me. Well, I didn't stay that long. So, but I mean, I yelled out some things. You laughed. We all had a moment. Gino fell asleep at one point only because he was really tired.
I had to sleep.
I know. It's not shitting on you, Carl, but that was Friday.
Charger game, because I had to get up.
They did. They kind of,
I golfed all day.
Yeah.
Then I came back and streamed. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm trying to be as nice as I possibly can here, and not to be nice. I'm trying, because I'm trying to be I understand that it's like, it sucks when you're not in your element, right? Or whatever, or you thought it would be something. Now you know, if Kumia had been there, he would have made fun of Steel Toe with the best of them. So you lost him or whatever. But pivot a little bit. If Rich Voss walks in, that was a major mistake. And then just for Rich to come up to us and be like, I've never been unwelcome before on a podcast ever in my life. I went, yeah. So it's all okay. It's not like Rich is like crying his eyes out. But yeah, and I understand they had some like sound issues and things, but yeah, that was kind of odd. But then look, I mean, I stayed here. I stayed and watched a little more before. Then Chrissie sits down with me a little bit. I mean, I don't know how they clipped this, but I think at the end I say something. So see, I'm a good sport. They're still gonna. Okay, so yes, this is however many more minutes of talking about Steel Toe. Still going on, when all this time you could have had Rich Voss here. I don't know, riffing with you, hanging out with you. I know you're not a comic, and I know that you're that personality that's gonna want to get through your videos and things. But this was, I have to bring it up because you would bring it up, Carl. This was a major fucking misstep. But the rest of the show wasn't bad. And I'll tell you a little bit about our interaction later.
White knight for some other fat, stupid bitch if you're going to call
Nice.
someone else a dumb, stupid bitch. Like,
You see, it's pretty logical. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, well,
That was
with friends
me.
like these.
Yeah, and then
I
he
see,
goes
I
out of his way to
stayed,
explain
I
why
hung.
he over anyone else is best suited to defend you.
like, what are you going to hate Keanu for? You know? What are you
Also,
going to hate
let me
Keanu
say
for?
this too. They start like right. Why are they start with a clip of someone shitting on me, I think, and I sat there. I'm like, look, it's me. Like I have no issue ever. I have no issue. So I'm not shitting on Carl here, but I gotta point out, Carl. I gotta point out your foibles here. You shooed Rich Voss away. He told us personally that he was kind of shocked by that, and it was very awkward. No big deal. But you know, I would have I mean, you should have rolled with the punches a little bit. You and Adam can riff. Chrissie certainly can fucking riff. She doesn't even know. I didn't even hear this guy speak. Who is that? I forget what is that guy's name? I don't even know if he stayed the rest of the time. I don't even remember him saying a word. This ain't the fucking, like, what do you call it? Like the Dabbleverse thing, or like or is it the Hackverse, Hackamania? This isn't a hate fest. So that was your misstep. You're very good at Hackamania. I'm sure everyone loves it. But this was like kind of embarrassing. It wasn't a failure. At least the Rich Voss thing was a misstep. And he knew it. He knew it though. But now I'm telling you insider info. He definitely was like, I've never been shooed away from a podcast before. And I'm like, that was weird, wasn't it? I'm like, he does this other weird thing. And he is very concerned about these videos about this man in Minnesota. And he's like, yeah, it's very uncomfortable. But I think the rest of the parts of Stuttering John, from what I've heard, went well. So
What is, I don't understand. Like, I have more of a reason to hate Keanu than anybody. And I don't hate Keanu. I like Keanu quite a bit.
No one does.
Not that way. But like, I have more of a reason to hate her than any of you do. Like, honestly, all of you who are like, you guys watch these.
Even me, she read my private text message to Kevin Brennan for clout.
yeah, it was hilarious. For clout. Yeah, and I was sitting right there. Clout. What, you be able to get clout from Kevy? I sat right there. I'm such a good fucking sport. Okay. You shooed Rich Voss away. I read a text message that was funny where you assumed I didn't have like a fucking Gino and I didn't have an opinion or a personality or a brain cell or something, where that he convinced you that you were that you didn't like us, and that he says you're club-footed and, you know, old wife or old mom. Like, and we're like, we don't think anything of the sort. It was just funny that you said that. I'm allowed to, you know, paraphrase a conversation. I didn't read the whole thing. If you, you know, clout. Look at him smiling at me. You're lucky I was there. What if I weren't? Carl. You should have invited me up. I would have sat there. I would have made fun of Aaron with you, and I would have gone back and forth with you and told you why you were wrong about things with your curated clips. But instead, you shooed Rich Voss away.
People on a little phone screen, and you think you know them, and that's
And
a
they're
sign of
laughing at
mental
me.
illness. It's called parasocial. You don't know Keanu. She's actually a remarkably nice, quasi-boring person.
True.
Like myself. And yeah. My lost interest says small boobs.
Oh, look at that. Listen to that. That's the biggest laugh of the whole clip. Me yelling, fuck you, Toe. See, I'm a good sport. You could have had Rich Voss there, but I had to take up the slack for you. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I'm a good sport. And then after this, Rich Voss told us that he was uncomfortable and he's never felt so unwelcome somewhere. Oh, no, unwelcome on a podcast.
It could be because of her small boobs. You're allowed to. Should we call Keanu and see if it's okay to hate her over her small boobs? I think that's a fair question.
Only barely.
I don't think they are. I don't think.
And I say, they're bigger than yours, Aaron. I'm a good sport. And he goes, only barely. And that's the end of the clip. He ends this clip on my last line. You could have had Rich Voss there. I'd take up the slack for you. I heard the rest of the event went fine. And, it's just...
Actually, yeah.
Keanu just said they're bigger than yours. If you didn't pick up on that from the audio that we're capturing right now.
So, listen. So this is what they talk about today. This is not to shit on Carl. I had a good time with Carl and with Adam and with Jenny Jingles and with Lucy. I sat down and hung out and talked with Lucy a lot too. I hate to say it. I can't remember talking with the other gentleman that's on the show, but I like them. But if I had a misstep like this, they would most certainly talk about it. So that's why I had to give you some context there. So this is what they had to say to talk about it today. Being as nice as I possibly can. So, and I'm not just being nice. I told him this to his face. I said, that was a fucking stupid thing you did. I don't think he knows Rich came and told us that. He was like, I won't say Rich said his feelings were hurt, but to paraphrase, it was, I've never walked into a podcast and been unwelcome before. It was fucking weird. I went, I think they're used to doing something else, some sort of like weird, like hate fest. They talk about Stuttering John and this man in Minnesota a lot, like don't take it too personally. It's funny. It was funny though. So to take you back to today.
Fuck out of there. And it was all fun. It was all good.
Aaron hasn't had a guest on his show since the Depression. Has he ever?
Podcast on Friday night.
Because this is all real life and we all take sides and have
right, yeah, of course. So
it's very odd.
I'll tell you the real story of what happened is that Anthony Cumia was asked to be at this gala in New York City on Friday night that President Trump might be attending. It was for WABC. And of course, Anthony was supposed to be on Who Are These Podcasts on Friday night. So Chrissie felt bad about this and said, do you want me to ask Rich if he'll come on WATP? And I said, sure. And Rich's response was, it depends on how I do on the golf course that day. And my response to Chrissie was, tell Rich to go fuck himself. We'll be fine. And that's why Rich came onto the show. And I was like, nope, don't even fucking get up here, man. He sat down. We had a little back and forth. And I told him to get the fuck.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. What you don't know is that then he comes up to us. And it was kind of awkward. And then he goes like I say again, he walked into fucking Legion of Skanks. If people be like, yeah, like, and the audience was excited. They were like clapping, and he's like, get the fuck out of here. You shouldn't have been offended by that, Carl. He's a comedian. It's like, veer off your little steel toe plan and like, at least fucking Chrissy sitting there. She's a comedian. You could try and explain like, well, this is Aaron Imholt. And then he would have been like, who the fuck is Aaron Imholt? why the fuck are you telling? You're like, well, you could have like gone into like the whole like, the menagerie of the toe, like the origins of Aaron. I mean, he could have ripped and he would have been like, why is this? But instead, I think you get like a little like, no, this is not on my plan. Well, when are we going to get to Stuttering John then? So it's funny. They say Aaron copes. It's kind of copey, but okay.
Out of there. And it was all fun. It was all good.
Aaron hasn't had a guest on his show since the Depression. Has he ever had a guest on his show? He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right.
Was the Depression last year for Aaron? Around April?
Around when that, yeah, very.
So they're talking about a clip of Aaron that I can't find where I'll admit to you. So of course Aaron is a friend of ours. Of course, I tell Aaron, I'm like, oh, dude, man, they shit on Aaron for a living. All right. A man in Minnesota likes to talk about golf and shit, to quote Meme Copium. Okay. They shit on him for a living. So of course I gotta tell Aaron, I'm like, dude, it was the most awkward thing I've seen. The rest of it wasn't bad. That was a misstep. And I told I didn't tell him to his face. I just said it to him, and I'll tell you in a minute. But so of course I tell Aaron there and Aaron that, and then Aaron exaggerates, going like, oh yeah. I mean, Aaron's very grandiose. I can't even remember what he said on the clip, but basically that was the long and short of it. So let's see what else they have to say though. And when also, yeah, I did tell Aaron. I did. That's the other thing. I said, Aaron, I'm going to talk about it. I'll talk about it on my show if I want to. Don't say anything. And then he basically just like, he's like, I'll give you details tomorrow. I'm like, you just kind of gave the details. I mean, me and Gino talked to him about it. It was the event was not a failure by any means. That one thing was odd. And then just like, I'm like, God, I couldn't, yeah. Rich just saying that to us. I'm like, fuck. So everybody else felt it too. Even Rich felt it too. And I know that Carl felt it too, but.
Good. That was funny.
No, I take all of Aaron's notes very seriously. He's running a pro show that I hope to someday be as good as.
Oh, quiet. I think that's where it ends. 34, 45. I don't know why I wrote this down, but let's see.
When no one cared, and who even are you? 2 days later, I never criticized anyone. Is that one of the?
I really
like Adam. The last 3 seasons of Buffy can't compete with what Angel is doing because David Boreanaz was much stronger than James. Like, not since a convention has somebody hit me with such intense feelings about it. I didn't know. I will send you an 8x10. I will send you an 8x10.
Nice.
Just let me know what quote from the show you'd like, Mersh.
Fast Fat Guy 666 went out to buy a pillow and missed the creep off. Why are you missing the creep off? It's still up there. We leave all the shows up.
And they're reading their super tips. But it's coming up. I just want that was Mary. It's not small time of Carl. It's, well, I don't know. It's like he's living, and Carl's a nice man, but this is what he does. So in an element where it's just like I think they thought that people were going to be there that would understand. Like there was definitely WATP fans there, definitely 100%. But a lot of the audience that they had too were probably like, who? And why are we shooing Rich Voss away? It's not small time, but also Carl is very type A personality, like, and he's not to shit on. He's not a comic. He doesn't claim to be one. So like, I think it would have been hard for him. it all would have, and he was probably stressed because Anthony couldn't be there. That would probably be the big thing about it. So I get it. It's not a failure. I never said it was a failure. It was fine. It sold tickets. People enjoyed it. Just that one thing. It was just odd. And he knows it was odd. He knows it was odd. But no. And I liked hanging out with these guys. I liked hanging out with them a lot. Not Shuli. Yuck. He wasn't there. He would never be invited. And I don't know this man. But Adam and Carl, I've known Carl. I didn't know Adam. And people can't stand that, oh my God, we may get along in real life. People hate it. And they'll never be able to understand it. And now, Marcos, thank you for the $1.99. Hey, everybody. Follow me. Follow that on Twitter. I think you should. She's very angry and she has very big boobs. I don't know. Who knows? She isn't like the fucking she seems even crazier than, you know.
I worked on it with my hands.
No. I never know why it switches. Like those women seem like they're angry with me, but rational. Minty, julep, time, tossed salad, autistic boobs. It seems she may show up at my home or something. Wild. So there you go. Let's see. That's funny though. Yeah, go follow. I think it's a parody account, if you ask me. Socially anti-pretty. That's a good name for them. I can't wait to watch their coverage of a place they weren't present at. Back to Carl.
It was a good episode today. You can watch it on the Creep Off channel or on this channel. What are you laughing about over there, Shuli? What's so funny?
He's going out to buy a pill. What are you testing them? Like, just fucking order.
I shit on Shuli because he's a douche. But want to know something? If Shuli were doing a live podcast, or if Shuli were at this live podcast, he would have never kicked Rich Voss out. He would have been like, great, someone funny's here. Let's see.
Or one on Amazon.
You don't go out on a Monday afternoon to grab a pillow or two? Come on.
Insane.
We're going to make a day of it.
Yeah. Ozone says, Carl, why are you so incapable of ever admitting when you do something that doesn't work? This lack of self-awareness is crazy. Well, John actually called me out for that as well.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. It didn't work. It did not work for you to do sell tickets to an Aaron Imholt / Stuttering John podcast. Well, okay. I guess there were people there, but it didn't work that well. Like when if Anthony's not there playing along, I don't know how you expect to. How do I put this? From what I watched, it was fine, but I know Aaron, so I can laugh along with it. What?
I went to Autistic Boobs Twitter page. I saw her boobs.
I know. Well, now you got to follow Mint the Retard on Twitter. That's a new parody account, apparently.
Vulgar. Base.
Very vulgar, very base, very bawdy.
Like what? Like I looked directly at.
I know. I'm like, when you go, ugh, I'm like, what did I say?
How dare you?
No. And so this super tip lawsuit waiting to happen. Carl, why are you so incapable of ever admitting when you do something that doesn't work? This lack of self-awareness is crazy. He's in this universe where this is what they do. They are like, this would have probably, people would have been like, yeah. Oh, like if you bring up a, thing of Aaron with a herpy on his lip at Hackamania, like that played, like people loved that when you brought that up. But then you kick Rich Voss out. Half the people, that were in your event were there just at the, it's the Chrissie Mayr Content Hotel. So they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Then they're like, oh my God, we get another show with Rich Voss and you shoo him away. Yeah. And then Rich tells me and Chrissie's like, I've never been unwelcome on a podcast before. That's the problem. But I think that. So then I go. Then I go up to the bar with up to the bar. Oh, I don't know. What should I play from here? Let's watch a little more of this. Hang on. Let's just see. Dun, 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 do.
Oh, we're going to get into that. Oh. John also thinks that I am incapable of admitting that I've done something wrong or that I'm an idiot. So we'll get into it. Hack Ride Studios is here. Nice win last night, but shout is ours, Oregon Ducks.
Okay, so that's what I was going to say about that. And then 148-16. Oh, people in his chat were very angry that he said that we were good at our show, that I was good at stand-up. They couldn't stand it. And it was cute. But I was glad that they were there. And it was packed out and they had a fun time. And then Adam's like, maybe it's not. I don't know. I'll just let you watch it. 148-16. Because we did. I'm sorry. Eugene especially, who headlined, excuse me, was on fucking fire. One of the funnest shows ever. And then they all went, Adam did what he's about to say. Adam did come on. He's like, I get it. Yes, I get it. Because you want to hate on us. You want to dislike us. Adam, I didn't know him. And it was wasn't my mission, but I'm like, this man has a bad feeling or something about me because he doesn't know me. Carl doesn't have a bad feeling about me other than the fact that I read his silly message on Kevin Brennan's show. Sorry, you read text messages at festivals of incels. Okay, please. If you said like, yo, I killed someone, I probably wouldn't read it live on the air. All right. But there are people that go like, people that don't know you that want to probably dislike you, but it's impossible because we're nice fucking people. And we just like to have fun. And we're funny. And there's no denying that was a great stand-up show. So. Are you talking to me? Nobody said that. Yeah. I'm going to play the clip. Yeah.
Anthony laid into John last week, which was brilliant. Anthony said, how do you not have a friend or a former colleague or a fellow comedian? John's going, so now all of a sudden that's
I have
from Meredith Halfpenny coming in.
What did you say? I was wearing them at the Content Hotel. The ones I got you? There might be in my suitcase. I haven't even unpacked it yet. It's late. Okay, I'm trying to get this going. Here we go.
That's great. I'm going to get caught up real quick. Supertip.gg/WATP from Meredith Halfpenny coming in.
Bum, bum, bum.
Carl, Kiki said it was great. Oh, no, baby. What is you doing? She was good.
See, okay. So earlier he goes, they asked about my stand-up. And he's like, yeah, Keanu was great. Gino was great. Or in so many words. And then, talked about one of my jokes, which I've been telling for a long fucking time. In so many words, I've always had an OnlyFans joke. And for the last a year, yeah, I won't ruin the joke for you, but it's a good one. I mean, I've been telling it for like a year since I've been married. Has nothing to do with, they're like, oh, she's leaning into the OnlyFans. I'm like, I don't know how many times I can say it. One time. How many times did I put it in my fucking thing? One person, one time, $1,000. The fucking butthole picture. Right. And I won't ruin the joke for you, but I think they kind of say it, but it's a little bit different than that. But and then even Julie goes, so they were giving credit where credit was due, like I try and give with them. Just don't kick Rich Voss out of your podcast ever again if he walks in. If he ever walks in again, that's all. So then people don't like this. So I was watching today. People did not like that he said that I did a good job and that I was funny. Okay. So that's what this says. Caro, Kiki's stand-up was great. Oh, no, baby. What is you doing? What the fuck do you know? Another basement dweller.
The stand-up shows were all very good. I enjoyed them. But she was good. The stand-up shows were all very good. I enjoyed them. But I'm a big fan of stand-up, so don't take my word for it.
This isn't going to go well. People are not going to accept that you can even not find something funny, but be like, oh, they're good at that. Or yes, they can do that. Or something was different when you met a person in real life. They won't accept that. They think you're lying, you're covering, you're blackmailed or something.
That's a very good point. You don't have to like us or even love our stand-up. But I think what Adam is saying is, I mean, it's like, I think he's about to say, I never found them entertaining ever, but they're good at stand-up, I think is what he's trying to say. It's not like he's laughing out loud. He wouldn't buy a ticket to see us. Oh, Adam. But the crowd was undeniably laughing. So, I mean, I get that. I get that sentiment. And we had a long conversation. Me and Adam and Gino were ready to stream. And then they had it was 4 a.m. And I had nice conversations with them. I had pretty nice conversations with Carl. I love his wife. We all hung out. We sang karaoke. It was God forbid that we all get along and like each other. Right, Melton? Does that hurt your feelings? You sad, stupid, fat man. You sad, fat fuck.
Even Gino, who headlined the Comedian at the Compound event, is very competent as a stand-up. He's got a unique style. He's good. He's quick.
He doesn't have to be your sense of humor. I actually turned to someone like, why is Anthony going on before Gino? That's interesting. Yeah. And then I saw Gino's act. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Whether you're for it or not, he's got a thing. It's a presence.
Look at that. Oh, yeah. Why do you think right? Because Anthony hysterical. Knows he's not a stand-up. He's funny in his own right, but of course, I mean, the whole show flowed and made fucking sense, right? But you're like, no, oh my God, Gino can't possibly be headliner material. Well, no.
Doing it. If somebody hired him, they wouldn't want their money back, even if it's not your taste or mine.
Right.
I heard he added on to the Ricada chunk. Is that true? I heard that.
I was going to ask if it was the same material he did to the steel toe thing, because that's people getting their opinion.
Yeah, well, that's true. That was, I think he was a lot more inebriated at the 11th anniversary show. But yeah, no, there's no Kayla Ricada talk. He is mad at YouTube, though. That was the one thing. One of my takeaways for Gino.
Why would Shuli even say that? I heard he added on to the Ricada talk. You heard from who?
That's yet another example of how the Dabbleverse ruins good people. I used to do shows with Shuli all the time. Shuli is the one that thought it was funny enough that he was always like, yeah, you got to do Miserable Man.
Right.
We do Carolines together and stuff. He's like, now it's like, no, he's not funny. Why? Well, he's not. because he doesn't like Kayla Ricada, who fucking whatever. You don't even get me started on that on your stream, but that's it. You have to fucking commit to whatever gets you super chats, and you talk and you contradict yourself.
Shuli, yeah, right. How many shows have you done with fucking Shuli? Like, yeah, I don't know. Wait, where did the fuck did he even get that? No, he didn't.
It was just like, yeah, most people like YouTube. They haven't gotten banned from it, so you don't have to shit on YouTube so much. It's not relatable.
Yeah, most people just go on there to see cute cats. You
Right.
know?
I go on YouTube and show.
I think he was talking. Well, Carl, to be honest, he was talking to you, and people were still laughing. It was just like a little wink at you, like, hey, maybe people don't really care about your little like package about Steel Toe and Stuttering John. And when Rich Voss walks on, you let Rich Voss fucking talk. Just have a conversation. Can you guys do that? Or do you have to like have a package of clips about people no one gives a shit about? That's I think what he was going for there. And Gino was on fucking fire. Like, you gotta be kidding. So they liked our stand-up. They said it here. They said it earlier, and then people got really mad. So
Did you get to the part where he's like, Gino doesn't like YouTube yet?
yeah, and I said, yeah, it's because
And it wasn't about.
it was
YouTube,
a wink.
about-
It was a wink to Carl.
It
Like,
was a nod to Carl saying like,
hey, buddy.
just
Yeah.
like fucking, and you know, you give them like the energy you feel right now, laughing, coming out and being joyful. There's no replacing that. And I said, and the opposite, when you're ill at ease, when
I
you're
have a shot.
diseased. I said, and that's what people do on YouTube for super chats.
Right.
It wasn't about YouTube. It was about people compromising themselves, lying, contradicting themselves, Shuli, you know, for YouTube.
Right.
For fucking, you know, suddenly like, for let's say Melton shit on April for ages, and then fucking because Nick was a more profitable outlaw cow, or however the fuck you pronounce it.
Right.
Like Nick's willing to forget it, or Nick's too stupid to remember
Right,
it.
but they act like you brought that up in your stand-up. You didn't. You were just talking about, you just peppered a little YouTube humor in as a nod at you, Carly Poo.
I've been doing it the longest. I better be that fucking good.
Right.
Well, never mind. I mean, on that last show, Jesus Christ. Dave,
No, there was
fucking,
no.
the
Yeah.
Rich Boss, Jesus Christ, God forgive me. Heaven forbid.
Anyway, yeah. So
Forget myself.
So earlier in this, they went nuts. The chat went nuts because they said that Kiki was great, Gino was great, and they're like, no fucking. But you know, so and then later, I go up to Carl. So we're at the. I'm like, I want to go talk to these people after. This was not after our show, not after our stand-up show. This was after our This was after the WATP show. Okay. So I go up to Carl and I think he'll find this funny. I was not at the fucking show to troll. I said I was there to you guys heard me. I was there to fucking like support. I sat through I sat through more than half of it. And then I was called away. Bum, 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 bum. So I go up to him to show him this video, which I just thought would be funny for him to watch because I didn't think that he felt bad about it. Hang on. Quick. Fuck. Okay, hang on. Quick break. I have to pee. I have to figure out where this is. I'll be right back. Bing, bing, bing. Then we're gonna bring it home, ladies and gents and friends. Na 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 na. Watch beach. Here, go ahead. I'm back. Sorry, kids. Was trying to find the video. Where was I? Okay. I thought I sent it to myself. I knew I did. I knew I did it. 1 trillion million Kiki bucks. For everyone still here right now. But I don't want my sound to go out. And we are running on borrowed time. It's already been 3 hours and 6 minutes. It's just been so much fun covering the Marvelous Content Hotel with you guys. So, right. So I says to Carl, after his show, I wanted to go up and hang out with them. And I said, Carl, and listen, he looked like he didn't look particularly happy. There was one gentleman sitting with him who I don't know who it was, started talking to me about Aaron, and I'm like, you need to, like, he's like, do you know? He said, he said, but this and this about Aaron or what? I'm like, listen, different. We know him personally. You don't. I talked to Lucy about this as well. I'm like, we know him. He's a friend of ours. Is he our best friend in the entire world? No, but we have gotten to know Aaron. Not everybody is the same on their show as they are in real life. And it would behoove you to stop taking this all so seriously. And then I see Carl there. He looks kind of perturbed. Okay. He looks perturbed. I'm like, I went and supported the show. I was not there to troll. I made jokes. I made fun of Aaron with the best of them. I was there to support, not to troll. I like Carl. All right. I like it. I love his wife. I fucking, love hanging out with Lucy. I like Adam. That we're different people in real life, right? We all got along because that is what the Content Hotel is about. It's not about fucking sitting around and being weird trolls. It's about different. It's about fucking fun comedy shows and a live stream and people that like hanging out with each other, right? Love was in the air. Fuck, I think Matt Mead and Scarlett might have moved in together by now. It just wasn't about that. So I went up to him. I could tell, I'm like, okay. I just it was a good show. He's like, the moment I sit down with Carl, I'm like, I had to tell you. I was like, he's like, he said to me, I know you're going to go tell Kevin Brennan that ticket sales were low and it was a disaster. And I said, I wasn't going to say that at all. I was like, I didn't think it was a disaster. I had a blast. Ticket sales weren't low. Maybe was it the most packed out show of the thing, but it wasn't stand up. You could have let Rich Voss stay. But he knew that was a misstep. And I said, and he knew it too, I think. And then I showed him this video thinking that would cheer him up. And I said, Gino only fell asleep because he was exhausted. Which is true.
Out driving Rich Voss.
Right. Because he was golfing with Rich Voss. But it is kind of a funny video. So I got to show it to you. I have to. I think he wanted to I think he was just exhausted, probably from trying to run his show and do all this stuff. And I don't think he was feeling great about it. But so I try and show Carl this video. He's not having it, but it is kind of funny. So
I'm trying to think of something to say.
Yeah, wouldn't a better mood be like, I didn't even know there was a limit?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't associate with the bottom feeders of the internet.
Yeah, instead he's just like.
He was dead asleep. Carl was not having that. He was not happy about that. But I told him I'm very well, let's watch it one more time. Even Aaron's on the screen. Gino's fast asleep.
I'm trying to think of something to say.
Yeah, wouldn't a better mood be like, I didn't even know there was a limit?
I'm sorry. But it had nothing to do with the show. I forced him to come, but he was like, I forced him to come. I forced him to come. I was like, just come. Like, but he was exhausted. He got up really early to golf. These events are we're streaming until all hours of the night. I streamed until 8:30 in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. 3 in the morning. And I was up till
4 hours of golf.
I think this was no, I went to the pool a little earlier, but this was like the first thing I went to after dinner. I was up till 8:30 in the morning. It's not a slight. If people were actually fucking asleep, I wouldn't have. I was like, oh, Gino fell asleep. I thought he would think it was funny. I don't think he thought it was very funny. And then he did say, he's like, you're gonna go tell Kevin Brennan that this was a disaster. My show is. I'm like, I'm not gonna go. Did you think it was a disaster? I didn't think it was a disaster. I thought like it was a misstep to shoo away Rich fucking Voss. That's all. But I sat there, I laughed along and had fun. It wasn't a disaster, but maybe not. The Content Hotel is not Hackamania, maybe. So maybe that's why. But I had the best time with Carl, best time with his wife, best time with Adam. I really like them, genuinely. Getting to know them even more. So just thought it was funny. I just thought it was funny. There was no cheering him up that day, though. But then they came to the comedy. He saw like we said, the comedy shows. That might have just been not the best venue for a steel toe hate fest. Oh, it would have been maybe a different story if Anthony was there. Especially they did a whole segment on Stuttering John. Anthony loves that too, but Anthony had to go. So, so the odds were not in their favor, but still, I don't think it was a disaster. It's just, it is what it is. Okay. A few more clips to end the Content Hotel recap for you. Other than Gino sleeping through the first part of the WATP thing. Okay, here we go. It's not, I'm reiterating so everybody understands. People sometimes mishear me. Enjoy your ban. I won't ban you. I'm just teasing. But you get a Kiki tax from me. Here's some fun random clips, maybe of karaoke, maybe of some other things. Okay, we played that one. First of all, the fact that MJ Murphy, and she said, who knew that this would be so bad? I felt like this was the performance of the night, but like, okay, MJ, I'm just teasing. She's being funny. And yes, we know we're bad, but we're good. We're having fun. Oh my God, look at that face. We're Garrett and the Andrits. So now this is after the final show, and I sang Green Day already. I killed it. Everyone's commenting on my denim outfit. I just thought it was cool. Garrett goes, he didn't even tell us. He did not ask me once, Kiki, do you want to come sing Taylor Swift with me? He was getting up there. I was preparing to sing Biscuits by Casey Musgraves. And he goes, get up here. Come up here. And I said, what are we singing? And he said, you'll know it. And I knew it would have been Taylor Swift. So I thought this was great. Everyone's like, why? Look how much fun Garrett's having. And me. My dance moves are a little wacky. We're having fun. Look, fucking Chris Baldessano. Subscribe to Chris Subdivisions Baldessano on YouTube. We're having a good time. Our dances are great. Me, Luby, and Garrett. I thought this was great. These two make me look so fucking. They're so tall. I do look like I'm getting ready to like change someone's oil though. It's just I like my baggy, comfy jeans, and then I have my like cool rock and roll jacket on. It wasn't like I meant to have some sort of like 90s statement. Even though I sang Green Day and they hate it like because I always sing Green Day. And I sang two things. It wasn't for the 90s. Oh, this is me walking into I felt very uncomfortable because I was walking alone until I found Mary Jane Murphy. I was supposed to send her the link, but then I got all ahead of myself. This is me walking to the Toga party, again with the same jacket. And I thought I looked cute. But it was I was like, are they even going to let me in this? So I understand that it was sort of an odd outfit. Just pantsless with my baba. Fucking stupid. This is so stupid. What else I got here? A smattering of fun videos. Go down. There we go. Here is Chrissie singing her hit song, which I can never remember the name of. Black Velvet, I believe it is. And she's so good at it. Look at her go. Look at her go. Look at that booty. See? And this just angered people. Just people having fun. It just makes people angry. Right time salad. Mint. Minty. You and your big old boobs and your autism. You just couldn't stand it. We got along with everyone. We had a marvelous time. We're sorry to disappoint you that it wasn't a fucking shit hate fest. It's just not what we do. So. Look at her. She got on the ground. Yay. Oh my God. That's so good. A smattering of video. I do that every once in a while. I click the wrong back button. That means two things. Bum 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 bum. What else do I have here? Oh wait, that's it. There we go. Okay, nobody's talked about Lila's goddamn marvelous karaoke yet, and it needs to be talked about. First, she sang Like a Virgin, like a fucking pro. And then she sang a Britney Spears song, I believe. That's what you're going to see. And it's fucking incredible. So. And there's Scarlett. Scarlett writhed around on the floor the entirety of the time. And also, Scarlett's performance was fucking fantastic too. And she's like, "Oh, will you sing this song with me? I'm going to sing this song with me. It's called, she's like, yes, I want to be a dog." And I'm going, I don't know that one, Scar. I don't know it, but I'm gonna. I don't want to. I don't want to even take the spotlight away from you. She's going, no, and it's you're so pretty, you're so hot. I think it'll be really cool if we get up there and do one time something about being a dog. And I went, why don't you do it? And then if you want to sing it again, maybe we'll do it together. And then when I went up there, I'm like, those actually are the lyrics. And then she's very Courtney Love. I love every minute of it. I love it. And she's just so cute. She's like this. Yeah. And then once she got down on the ground for her song, she never got up. So then Lila comes up, sings. So now I'm talking like, now Lila gets up there, sings again. Now she can crawl around on a. I love it. I love it so much. It's so good. Okay, here we go. Look at her go. Look at Scar. She was unable to get up. No, she was just living her life. She just was doing her thing. It's true. It's true. A couple more. Gina, sleep. Yeah, oh, here's Scar. I love it. No, it's not turned the correct way. Apologies. Listen, we were having fun. Okay. I love it. I thought it was really cool. In one clips, mints cans look like they've been chewed on. I know that she's having some issues, obviously. My God. Well, since you're unemployable, as you say, and continue up with your OnlyFans and chew away, fans. I love it. I love Scarlett. She was a pleasure to room with in the same suite. Just constant entertainment. I mean, yeah. And again, I say love was in the air. If you heard the conversation I heard her and Matt have at 6 a.m., I have no idea. I love the way her mind works. Unbelievable. So much fun. Let's see. What else I got here? What's this? That's that. What karaoke clips do I have? Everyone was hating on my outfit, but I did Green Day really well. Everyone loved it. I have to sing Goofy. Chris Baldessano had his stream up now, but oh yeah, and Gino wasn't even supposed to sing. But he bum, 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 bum. Somebody left and they weren't going to sing their song. And he was like, I'll do it. And then he just killed it. What was that fucking song? Was it like Bust a Move? That's what it is. God damn, I could not think of it. Where would it be? And then he almost knocked down Joe Curry. Well, Joe Curry made the joke again. You guys remember what happened. What is the timestamp? I wrote her down. I think I almost got to all of the stuff I want to talk about. Gina 4140. Aha. And yes, it's choppy. Oh well, here's me. Here's Green Day, Kiki. Which yes, of course I always sing Green Day, but I also sang Casey Musgraves. You look like Gene Simmons. Who doesn't want to sing like that? Who doesn't want to have like a fun outfit? And I don't have a good like singing voice per se. So you got to like make it with your performance, your dancing. This is why I'm still sore. Yeah. It's really horrifying. I didn't dress like this for the song, by the way, which is what I've heard. They're like, stupid idiot. Good. No, 4140 is okay. There is Heather, also a great voice. Here's Jean, 4140. Look at this. I did not know Gene would do this or could do this. He didn't even choose this song. He just got up there and did it.
Now we're talking. All right. I think I know this song. Are you ready? I think I know this. Wait, hold on. He lives next to in Harlem.
Yeah, get your beverage.
Please don't have an excuse.
Gene, you look good.
Somehow I have to find a way to kill Joe Curry. Busted. Curry, be brave. Come on,
Joe, look. Joe got up there with a stool because remember Gino knocked him down.
Girls start walking, guys start talking. This stuff immediately next start talking. Then you want to say you come on back,
Get him. Gino, this was so great. God. Eugene, you could have done Kanye. This is, I venture to say, this is better than his fucking, you know. Why the words are escaping me. I'm exhausted. Oh my god. Oh my god. It gets better than that. It's great. Can't even work. I like his little snip move. It is really good. Yeah, it gets a little spotty. He needed some like Garrett's up there to sing with him, I think.
Bring it down for me, fellas.
Like, oh, Kumia. The other thing was, it was when he sang the Alice in Chains song. The girls got up there with Where's Want to Be a Dog. There's Lauren. It's starring Kumia. Juju has a great fucking voice. This is Cecil's girl. No, yeah. So this is how karaoke is done. Like when you have a really nice voice, she doesn't have to dance like me, like a loser, or rap like Gino, or knock Joe Curry down. She just has a really nice voice. So we'll leave it. Oh, look, here's Lila dancing with this old man. Here's that lady. Her name is Diane.
Easy what's an easy karaoke song?
Scarlett never got off the ground. Okay, I could watch that forever. I know that the quality isn't great, but it's really very fun. Or it's been 3 hours and 36 minutes. This was fun. We went through it. I think that was my recap of the Content Hotel. It was the most. It is depressing that it's over. Really, it was the best time. God, all of the shows were fun. And then, yeah, people get really very, very upset watching people enjoy themselves. And unless you're Kevin Brennan, it ain't working for you. Kevin Brennan, that works for him. He just enjoys having no friends and watching people enjoy themselves, making him angry is at least funny. The rest of you, it's just sad. It's just very sad. So if you have any other questions, any other rumor that you would like me to debunk from someone that was there, I will gladly. My DMs are open. Try and every once in a while, try and walk outside and, take a deep breath, get some fresh air, and try not to be so fucking. I don't even want to say, just accusatory, hateful, filled with rage, filled with insecurities. Come on out to a fucking live show sometime. Come on out. See Eugene and I do stand-up. We'll be in Boca Raton. It's the Sad Man Comedy Club, I believe, this weekend. If you're in the area, come on out to I'll be in Texas with Chrissie the next week. So refer to my Instagram, Keanu C. Thompson, for all my comedy dates. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. We have a new Keanu cast coming out for you tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow is Untoward Tuesday. So I want to get Michaeline's take on all that she saw, because of course she was watching everything that she could possibly watch of the Content Hotel and was, riveted by it all. She just loved it because we have fun. And it's fun to watch people have fun, unless you're a hateful, weird basement dweller subhuman that's just a keyboard warrior, making up shit all day. So, no. Was it a hate fest revolving around, I don't know, Stuttering John or Aaron Imholt? No. But the people that were there really enjoyed it. And I got to tell you, there were a lot of fucking people there. Yeah. Rich Voss, Dave Landau, Anthony Cumia, Gino Bisconti, Chrissie, Mayr, obviously, to name a few. So everyone needs to take a deep breath, go outside every once in a while, and, just try and enjoy your lives. I adore all of you. You guys are the eel zips, the cat's pajamas, and the bee's knees. I'm not depressed, but I think of the Content Hotel fondly, because thank you, Chrissie and Frank, because you really set up a wonderful, marvelous, marvelous time for everybody and all of the fans that came out. God, so nice to meet so many of you and hang out with you and be friends with you, So, everyone, you guys, 1 trillion Kiki bucks for everyone that's been here right now. I don't want to play it in case my sound goes out, but you guys are the eel zips, the cat's pajamas, and the bee's knees. We will see you for Untoward Tuesday tomorrow. Bye.